It's your girl Mika Divine, spiritual guidance here live to do an all signs reading. In today's video, we're going to look at the person that you're currently connected to in love and romance that you're in no contact with. We're going to see what have they been up to since you've been gone. And this is a very special day because today I am going to be unveiling a brand new tarot deck on the channel. And this tarot deck is called the Artist Decode Tarot Deck. The artistry is so beautiful, and it was a very special gift given to me by one of my beautiful subscribers by the name of Doris. Thank you so much, Doris, for sending this tarot deck to us. I can't wait to get started with it. And for those of you who are watching that are tarot readers and are curious, I'm going to unbox it and show you guys all the cool stuff that comes along with it. All right. So, of course, they give you the handy dandy tarot book. This is a big book, by the way. Um, this is very detailed. It gives you the zodiac signs, the planets. Wow. Major arcana, minor arcana, a little background about the deck itself. Really cool. Okay, so that's the book right there. And then in the box, they have the deck. Packaging is beautiful, by the way. Now, I did cheat. I did take the wrapper off the cards, but I haven't shuffled them because I was like, I think I'm going to show everybody what I do when I get a new deck. And so this is what the deck looks like. Hey, Keisha, how you doing? Yeah, the cards are very pretty. Y'all can kind of get an idea. This is the full card. Yeah. And then the magician. I love it. It's like abstract art. And so Doris sent this to me because it was on my wish list. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Beautiful. Here goes the justice card. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful cards here. So for those that want to know, I'm trying to make space. What I do whenever I get a brand new deck is I just take it out of the box and then I spread the cards out because what a lot of you guys don't realize is when you get tarot decks, they're in order. They go in order from the major arcana to the minor arcana. And as a reader, you definitely don't want the cards to be all in order. You want them to naturally just kind of flow and come out as they're intended to come out. Also, one thing I noticed about a lot of the newer cards is they're very stiff. So it will take a while for me to work through and get really comfortable with shuffling the cards. But there have been many times on the channel where I've gotten new cards and been able to work it pretty good, and the messages are still very accurate. But the biggest thing is I just make sure they're separated. Has anybody ever played dominoes? Y'all know when you get dominoes out of a box or like just a regular set of playing cards, how they're all in order. You don't want them to be in order. So you just separate them. And then I say dominoes because once I get them separated, I treat them kind of like dominoes. I just shuffle them up. Are you guys there? Anybody here? Y'all getting the notifications? Y'all so quiet in the chat. So yeah, this is such a treat. I'm so grateful for all of you subscribers who have went to my wish list and have sent me gifts. You guys are so sweet. Doris went out her way to send me these cards a while back. And because opening up a new tarot deck is a bit of a process for me, because, I really try to make sure that the messages are going to be as accurate as possible. One of the biggest concerns that a lot of viewers have that really don't understand tarot is why sometimes the cards come out in reverse. Well, they're coming out in reverse intentionally. If the cards are always in the upright, then the message is going to be different. So I tell viewers, if you're ever watching tarot, the way the cards come out is very intentional, the placement of the cards and the interpretation by the reader, if they're a good reader, is intentional. Hey Bria, how you doing? So thank you guys for those that understand that whenever I get reversals and things, it's intentional. Yeah, this deck here is gorgeous. Definitely feels like a new deck though. They're very stiff. All right. As I'm shuffling the cards, getting the cards ready, what signs do we have watching live? Do we have any Aries? Do we have any Tauruses? Any Geminis? Any Cancers? Any Leos? Any Virgos? Any Libras? What about Scorpios? Sagittariuses? Capricorns? Any Geminis? I mean, I already said Gemini. I'm sorry. Aquarius. Aquarius, where you at? Aqua Gang? Any Pisces? All right. I got a fun little quiz for you guys. Let's do a poll while I'm still getting the cards ready. Well, I'm not even going to type it. I'm going to just ask you guys because I'm going to waste time. Somebody asked how many cards are in the deck. Let's see. If the first person to get this question right, I'm going to give you guys a free yes or no reading. How many cards are in a tarot deck? Let's see if y'all can answer it. Uh-oh, Astro Psycho. Look, Astro Psycho, she was like quick trigger fingers. I don't even think I got the whole question out. Dang, girl, you're good. 78 is correct. 78 cards in a tarot deck. That's correct. All right, so Astro Psycho, go ahead and ask your yes or no question in the chat. So yeah, someone asked how many cards in every tarot deck. There's 78 cards. We're not talking about oracle cards, just a regular tarot deck. So when I open up a deck, this is kind of what I do. Bria, you are close. You were close. You gotta move faster than that. Astro Psycho's fingers were super fast, lightning fast. She was going super fast. Okay. Okay, so Astro Psycho wants to know, is her person married? Now, typically, what I do is I sage, Palo Santo, bless the deck, all of that. I don't feel like getting up to get my sage and my Palo Santo, but I will bless the deck, and then we'll start the reading. But this is what I do. What kind of if you are a tarot reader, what are some methods you use when you get a brand new deck? What are some methods you use to cleanse and bless your deck? Some other methods that I teach in my tarot reading course is charging your deck in the sun. The best way to connect with your deck is using it regularly, making sure also no one else's uses your deck. I had someone that I was talking to and let them know that, you know, if you have your own tarot deck, you want to make sure that you don't have other people use your deck. It's like almost like it taints the deck. All right, I think we got a good handle on things here. What do y'all think? Hopefully, these readings today will really hit. Give it a few more shuffles. You think so? Chosen 11 2 3 4 says yes. Again, all those coming in. I got a brand new deck that I just unboxed on camera. This is from my beautiful subscriber by the name of Doris, who sent it to me. It was on my wish list, and I'm so excited to premiere it today on the channel. Thank you so much, Doris. Thank you. All right. So let's bless the deck and then we'll begin the reading. Divine spirit guides and ancestors, please protect me and viewers as I tap into the divination of tarot, removing all negative energies sent to me and my viewers. It's not welcome here. We return all negative energies to the sender tenfold. May the sacredness of this tarot reading and the intuitive downloads coming through bring the clear and concise messages that my viewers need to hear. Thank you. Amen. Amen. All right. Tell me about Astro Psycho 320. Is her person married? We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. And we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. The answer is no. Your person is very single. In fact, your person does not want to be single. They're stressed out, Astro Psycho. Yeah, kind of hate, sad, lonely, alone with the Five of Cups, wishing that they can find someone. I don't know if this is someone who has told you or shared with you that they've been single for some time now. Um, but yeah, this is someone that's like maybe down on their luck when it comes to love. So yeah, they're not married. Yeah, they're not. If anything, with the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is someone who has self sabotaged their own happiness because they haven't really put themselves out there to establish connection and love and kind of regrets it. Maybe in the past, this was someone who was connected to others in some type of way. But you agree, you says, yes, it does resonate that this is definitely someone who's been lonely for a little while. So you're all in the clear. You don't have to worry about them being married. Yay. I'm happy for you. All right, guys. Well, it looks like starting off, I'm off to a good start. I'm already feeling the connection. I'm feeling the vibe of the cards. Man, these cards are so pretty, y'all. I love these cards. Thank you, Doris. I'm such a nerd. I love these cards. Thank you. All right. We're going to first start off with Aries. Remember, we're going to go in order from Aries all the way to Pisces. Hello, Allison. How you doing? As mentioned before, make sure you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign as you navigate through today's reading. It's going to be very helpful to do so because you never know, there could be message in any of those placements for you. And if you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs in your natal chart placements, you can always visit this website right here. It's absolutely free, Astro Cafe Astrological Cafe Astro, we'll just call it that. And, you'll be able to get all the informations and details you need on your natal chart. And today is 7/7. One, it is the 7/7 portal, so opportunities present itself, obviously, for those that are into astrology, but also today is a very special day. It is my son's 17th birthday. So look at all those sevens. 777. Yes, it's such a beautiful day today. And I was going to go live earlier, but I had to definitely spend a little bit of time with him. And he's content. He's got all he needs. He's happy. And yeah, so if you guys are in the spirit to wish him a happy birthday, please do so down in the comments below or in the chat. I did ask him to come join me or for me to post a picture on the community side of the page, but of course, being the teenager he is, "Don't be posting me, mom. Don't be don't be posting me." Okay, all right, I won't post. So, yes, today is his birthday. Here we go, Aries. Oh, chosen 11 234 says her daughter's birthday is tomorrow. Someone asked, "How tall am I?" How tall am I, guys? I don't know why you guys wanna know that. That's like the 3rd time I've gotten that question on the channel. Y'all know how tall I am because 'cause I've talked about this before. Y'all remember how tall I am? I'm a shorty, if y'all can probably tell by the torso here. Yeah, I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2". I'm literally my feet are dangling off of this futon. So I literally prop my feet up on this thing right here as I'm doing the readings. Yeah, I'm 5'2" and a half. Correct. Sheila knows I'm 5'2" and a half to be exact. And so when a guy asks me, "How tall are you?" I tell him I'm 5'3". I just round on up. But yeah, I'm a shorty. Latoya says, "Sis, find you a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. You deserve the best. They are the most attentive, love your content. I work as a dating coach." Now, Latoya, as a dating coach, and I can also call myself a dating coach. Let me tell you something. When you're dating someone, and this is for everybody watching, I think I'm going to have a little TED Talk moment. You got to date with compatibility. Dating has to come with compatibility. That's key. And as a dating coach, Latoya, I'm sure you would agree. However, when you start stepping outside of your race or outside of your cultural realm, you start adding on another layer of challenges that you bring into the relationship because you're talking about challenges of core values. As an African American woman, my values and the way I was raised and what I know may not be relatable to a man that's blonde hair, blue eyes, as you say, I need to connect with. Furthermore, there also has to be a level of attraction. So if there's the cultural differences as a barrier, and you also don't find a particular person attractive, which I'm not really attracted to white men, then it will never work. Now I'm sure you're watching me. Okay, you're watching me. You hear how articulate I am. You can tell I'm very educated. But what you don't realize is I've have very humble beginnings. Very humble beginnings. Okay. Your girl is not from the Upper East Side, all right? Your girl is from the rough side of town. Okay? Your girl grew up I've told the stories on the channel about having to go to the 99-cent store with food stamps, okay? So, my cultural upbringing, my world lens compared to someone of a different race may not be relatable. However, at a certain age, I did move with my grandmother. And she did expose me to another world, the suburbs, a nicer side of town. So the beauty of it all is I'm like a chameleon, right? I've seen different types of things. But as a Black woman, I really feel like we've got to stop looking for validation external of what we are actually compatible with. And if we step outside our race, we have to really ask ourselves, if we step outside our race, are we stepping outside of our race because we don't love who we are and what we've come from? Are we stepping outside of our race because we feel like our race has failed us, but you're only looking at a certain type? Because in the Black community, there's different types of Blacks. There's different levels to our culture. There's the real ghetto Blacks, the uneducated, welfare, ain't got nothing going for themselves, ain't gonna be nothing, they ain't trying to do nothing. And then you go up, then you got the type who may actually work a decent job, getting by, maybe paycheck to paycheck. They're trying to better themselves, but they still in the struggle. Then you got the educated Blacks. Okay. You got the ones who may have the degrees, may have some stuff going on for themselves, doing okay. And then on the very elite, you're talking about the really elites. Now you got what I call the Uncle Toms. These are the Blacks that want to be white. They are in an identity crisis and they feel like because they're above all the other Blacks, they don't identify themselves as Black. So then you got the different colors, right? Then we got the light skins versus the dark skins. I mean, the Black culture is very complex. You're in Vicksburg, that's cool. I'm in the Jackson area, so I'm right down the road from you, girl, Latoya. But what I'm saying is culturally, culturally, and this is by design. Most couples have success with dating within their culture, dating within their race, because they find it more relatable. But they gotta date at their level. They gotta date within their match. And as a dating coach, the matches need to be somebody that's compatible. So as a Black woman, I would not date somebody that's a broke, busted, and disgusted Black individual, but I may date someone at the higher hierarchy or archetype of the type of Blacks that I'm talking about. And that's what I'm attracted to. Also, because I'm light skinned, I would be attracted to a darker skin because Most men who are dark are attracted to light women, and most light women are attracted to dark women. And most white men that date black women don't take that relationship seriously. It's like going to a buffet and I want to just taste the flavor. I just want to see what it tastes like. But this is not who I want to marry in most cases. Now, that's not 100% of the case. There's caveats and nuances to that. But there is definitely, when you're talking about people that cross cultural lines, it's usually just a taste for a man. And for the woman that's stepping outside her race, she's usually doing that because she feels like her race has failed her, but there's something within her that she's not addressing. And she really isn't all that into that other race man like that. She just likes him because he's giving her a piece of something that she hasn't seen before in her race. But wholeheartedly, it's not something she can find relatable. So I'll give you an example. Most people that step outside of their race, they're usually doing it because they have issues within themselves that they haven't addressed, and they find it easier, and their own race may have rejected them as well. So it's just easier to step out and talk to someone else. So they can be an outcast of their own race. So let's talk about like the black woman that's super articulate, the elites, like the black girl that's like the elite black girl. She's super articulate and she talks like a white girl, and all the blacks already know. All the blacks already know, oh, that girl, she's probably going to be with a white man. Why? Because she wants to be white. But that's an internal issue that she has within herself that's telling her, I don't identify as black. I identify as a white woman. So I then want to attract a white man or identify like little Kim. I don't see myself as a black woman. I see myself as a Latina or whatever she say she is these days. Don't tell her. So you get what I'm saying. But the experience from a white man is, well, shoot, let me try it. And if they have money, if somebody has money in the equation, sometimes people are in it for the money. So basically, what I'm saying is when you start stepping out of different barriers in the dating world, outside of your league, let's call it what it is. When you step outside of your league, stepping outside of your compatibility, it's usually for the wrong reasons. Just like a man that's old and crusty dating a very young woman. That old and crusty man dating that young and woman is because he wants to feel the validation of feeling young and cool and hip and like he still got it. And that young woman with that old crusty man, she's with him for his money, for a sugar daddy. That's not love though. And it's going to fail. That's not going to work. So do you get what I'm saying? So even though I respect your hustle, Latoya, as a dating coach, and I respect your recommendation. But we got to call a spade a spade. Dating outside your race, dating outside your race is very risky. And usually it doesn't work. The only time it works is if both of those people grew up with the same type of background culture. For example, if a white dude like grew up in the trailer park around a bunch of black people, so he may have like a lot of influence to understand black culture. So he will naturally gravitate to want to be with a black woman. That's the only time it would probably really work because he understands it and he kind of identifies with it because that's what he grew up being around. You see what I'm saying? That would be the only thing, or vice versa. Say it's a white girl and she grew up and adopted by a black family, and she has all the influence of the black culture. And she doesn't even know what white culture is, or, so she has all of this identity of what that is. And even mixed people that has half white, half black, they go through an identity crisis at some point in their life. Who am I? They don't even know who they are. So does that make sense? And so if you grow up around excuse me, so if you grow up around a certain type of thing, that is going to be what you're attracted to in a sense. That's what's going to be your compatibility. That's the only time that will probably work. That's probably the only time it's going to work. But other than that, like, just because you're tired of your race, that's not a good excuse to date outside your race, because it's probably gonna fail. It's probably gonna fail because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're not doing it for love and compatibility and natural order and true connection. You're doing it because there's something within you that's denying your own people. You see what I'm saying? And that's something you gotta look within and see what it's about. Where's that stemming from? Is that stemming from, you've been hurt as a black woman, you've been hurt by a lot of black men, but were you dating the right type of man, or were you dating people that was not really where you're supposed to be? You dated that race at some point for a reason, because you were attracted to it. So you are attracted to it. But because you've been hurt, now you're saying, I don't want to date black men and I want to step outside it. No, no, no. You got to look at what you're doing. Who are you? Are you dating the right type of people? That's something you gotta look at. Or are you not dating black men because you were sexually abused and mistreated by a lot of black men growing up? You know what I'm saying? So you have to you have to be very careful. Well, you can like variety, but I'm talking about people that's really compatible for marriage and long-term committed relationships. Like I just said, you just said it, variety. People that step outside and explore, it does exactly that. They're not taking it seriously. They're not taking it seriously. And Jane, you may not realize this, but that man, like, if you start dating someone outside of your culture, they're not taking you seriously. And for if you're a white woman, Latoya, are you white? I can't tell, baby. I can't tell. What are you? Let me go to your channel. Okay, you're black. Okay, you're a black. Well, you're very pretty too, by the way, Latoya. You're very pretty. Right, right. So yeah. And you look like one of the elite black. You look like one of the elite black, like the women that have it together, got it going for themselves. Like, you have a lot of good qualities and traits. But by default, even though you may be in the hierarchy of the black culture and the black community, you can find you an articulate, smart, intelligent black man. And you're kind of on the light skin scale, just like myself. Well, I'm a little lighter than you, but still, I bet you're attracted to, if I were to match you with somebody, I can tell you what your match is. You need somebody that's dark. You like a dark man who's probably tall, that's probably athletic. And I can tell you're a very independent woman. So you need a man that has his stuff together. And I can see you with a man that's probably in his 40s. Yeah, dark. See? Uh huh. That's probably in his 40s. You could probably do a man that's pushing 50, but he has to be established and have his stuff together. And you like a clean cut brother too. I feel like you like a clean cut brother, like good manicure, you know, nicely dressed, things like that. Kind of like a business type of guy. That would be a good match for you if I were to match you. I would never match you. I would never match you with a white man. You will crush him. You'll walk all over him. And you'll deal with it. Like, say if it's a rich white man, you'll deal with it probably for the money, but you wouldn't be happy or totally satisfied in the relationship because you're not attracted to it. And that's my point. You wouldn't be attracted to it. So, but yeah. So yeah, girl, I really am good with matching people and being a matchmaker. Like I'm multifaceted and I do dating coaching and all that kind of stuff. But I use this platform as a tarot reader also to inform people on what is healthy love and also uplift the collective and try to get them to a better place. Okay, Jane, you said you like them all, baby. I hear you, but you're not listening to my message. You can like a lot of things, but that don't mean that they like you. I can think that man is handsome, but that don't mean that he want me. He may want to have intercourse with me and want to have a good time with me, but that don't mean that he's going to take me serious. So you missing the message, baby. You missing the message. My message is about compatibility, meaning when you go out and date and you go find your person, there has to be a match. You guys have to have the compatibility and be on the same wavelength. It's in word, it's in the Bible, equally yoked. So, how could an apple and an orange come together and both love each other? You guys are two different, two completely different things. And that's why you're single. You said, I date, you don't want a relationship. That's why you're single. And guess what? Everybody deserves love. So if you want to find someone who really does love you and really wants to be with you, and you're saying that, but you definitely want to find someone who's compatible with you. You're not single. Okay. So what's your point? You got your relationship. Good for you. Do you want a cookie? Why are you going back and forth with me on my TED Talk about dating or relationships if you claim that you're in a relationship? I think you're debating with me because the relationship probably isn't where you want it to be. And I'm telling you probably why, beloved. You can be in a relationship, you can be in a marriage, but that don't mean you happy. And that don't mean that it's compatible. And that's what I'm saying. You're giving bad advice because it's not about race, it's about compatibility, love. You're missing the message. And race is a big factor. But if you heard what I said, instead of getting trigger happy in the comments, I said the only way that dating outside your race will work is for the following. Are you listening, Jane? Is if that person has something that is relatable to you that they grew up experiencing. So, for example, if a white kid grows up in a black environment, let's say they're adopted or they're around, a big black community, the cultural influences how they see people and what they may even identify themselves as being attracted to because that is what they grew up experiencing. Another time it'll work, and I didn't mention this, is if both parties of the different race are outcasted from their race because both of them don't like their race. You know, the black girl may not like her race because she talks super proper like a white girl, and a lot of people made fun of her, so she wants to be white. And the black guy, you know, is socially awkward or nerd or something really weird, and people don't, you know, he was bullied, he's whack, so he finds someone that likes him and boom, it may work. That's the only time. If both parties are different races and they don't fall into that umbrella, in most cases, it won't work. Guarantee. It's gonna fail. And I know y'all see all these interracial couples and stuff online and stuff. It usually is not what it looks like. It's because they're in it for the wrong reasons. The white girl is with the black basketball player for money. The nerdy basketball player that's a lame got money, so he's with the cute little white girl that he fantasized to be with because in his mind, white equates privilege, white equates elite, and he may feel like if I'm with a black girl, it's ghetto. So he's with it for the wrong reasons, and it doesn't work because really, at the end of the day, they're not compatible. Do you get what I'm saying? So you missed my whole point. My whole point, the bottom line of my TED Talk is about compatibility, not about what I like. Because a lot of people like a lot of things, but that don't mean it's gonna work. That don't mean that it's gonna work. All right, Jane. There's a lot to learn. A lot of y'all think you know. You can go out there, but I work with a lot of clients. I've seen a lot of things. I specialize in helping people find their match and dating. I know the game. I've been out here, played the game. I've been a part of the game. I've been played. I played the game. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And if you don't believe me, it's because you haven't experienced it and you don't understand that men and women are different and that everybody is different. Everybody's unique. It's all different. Does that make sense? If what I'm saying about compatibility makes sense, can somebody in the comments says yes? Do y'all get the what I'm ditching? People that's dating, people that understand what I'm saying. Can y'all put yes in the comments in the chat? I mean, it really makes sense. It's really not rocket science. If I am a black woman and I'm with an Indian guy, I may think he's cute. I may be attracted to his money because he got all this oil money, but that have nothing to do with we are compatible. He may like my big booty and want to sleep with me, but that don't mean he want to really take me seriously. And I may not want to take him serious either. I may just want to be with his money. If I got to play a role and pretend to be his wife and do all this stuff, yeah, but we're miserable. We're not compatible. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? It's deeper. Come on, y'all. We got to go deep. I'm trying to get y'all to the next level to find your husband, to find your wife, to stop playing these reindeer games with these lame losers that's here selling you pipe dreams. I'm coming down to the truth. And if you come to this channel, you coming for the realness. I don't care what you feel about it. It's the real. It's rough out here, and people will play with you and sell you pipe dreams. Social media will sell you pipe dreams because I've seen plenty of interracial couples, and I'm looking at them and I'm reading them like, yeah, y'all not gonna last. Look at the athletes, y'all. How many biracial athletes don't work? And if they are working, are they really happy? Is he being 100% faithful? Is she being 100% fake? You know what I'm saying? Like, get to the root of what I'm saying. Yes, and it's really bad. Yes, in the NFL and NBA, you see it all the time. That's a great example. I picked that because it's these lame athletes that probably never really had nobody. And now that they done come up on some money, they want to date outside their race because in their mind they think, oh, black girls are ghetto, black girls are this, black girls are that. But they don't see that some of these white women they're dating is finessing them. They're using them. They're using them for a come up. They not really into that black man. Yeah. Supernova says my white cousin married the same black man twice. They loved him but couldn't make him be what she wanted him to be. Correct. Because again, they were not compatible. Y'all sleeping on this free knowledge. I'm dropping jewels. Go ahead and book you a coaching session with your girl. Go ahead and book you a dating coaching. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Y'all be listen. If you are not a member of my channel, I have a whole series called Single and Ready, and I put you on game. And I'm about to drop some more. Oh God, Scotty Pimpin, y'all. Y'all seen that foolery? Did y'all see that? Scotty Pimpin. I just want to slap him. I just want to just lay some hands. I'm like, dude, are you for real? What you doing? What you doing? Little Wayne. Scotty Pippen, Little Wayne. Great example right there. Great example of my point. Watch. Mark my words. Those two relationships are not going to work. They are not going to last to the end. They're not going to take. Y'all, come on. Delusional. If you think it's going to work. Scottie Pippen is with a little 23-year-old little girl. The little 23-year-old girl is eating it up because she see dollar signs. She see tall, dark, and handsome and dollar signs. 23-year-old with the old crusty man with the old gray balls probably had to take Viagra. Come on, y'all. But because he wants to feel like Scotty Pimpin back in the 90s, he want to go and snatch him up a little young thing to boost his ego and make him feel like he still got it. At the price of he about to be her sugar daddy. At the price of he got to pay and she's for sale. She's for sale. Okay? She's for sale. She's a prostitute. That's pretty much what she's doing. She's putting herself up for sale. And her parents ought to be ashamed. There is no way in hell that they are compatible. No way. One, there are two different races. Yeah, he should be ashamed. Exactly, George. First of all, they're two different races, way outside of my age limit. I told y'all 10 years. I don't remember how old Scotty Pimpin is, but he too old for that. He need to go find him a I can see him with a brown skin, modest, articulate black woman. He's 60. Oh God. Is he really? I didn't know he was 60, y'all. I thought he was like 50 something. God dang. Yeah, the girl is 23 and he's 60. Ain't no way. That's nasty. That's pedophile. You nasty, sir. You nasty. And she's 23. So that means her bedroom drive, how much she gonna want it, is not gonna fulfill his delivery. And mark my word, y'all, I can definitely see her getting frustrated with his performance in the bedroom, her getting depressed, but her keeping up a happy face just for the money. Kanye West, another one, another one. That heifer walking around like a prostitute because she's for sale. She's with Kanye West because of his money, because of his fame, because of his name. And if you watch very closely, and you watch Kanye very closely, he finds women who are weak and vulnerable that are willing to fulfill his sexual fantasies and desires. He not dare step to a black woman and have a black woman parade around like he have old girl do that. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. No real black woman gonna do that. So he gotta go to the type of women that have the mentality of, well, he got money, so I guess I'll walk around looking like a prostitute. That's who he goes to. So you see, he got Kim Kardashian, who is moving like hoe activity. All right. And then he got this other girl who moving around like hoe activity. He know how to pick them. But this is where I said there's no compatibility. It's a fetish. And that's what y'all missing for the folks in the back that's got two brain cells. It's not real love. It's fetish, it's fantasy, it's fun, it's nothing to take serious, and that ish ain't gonna last forever. Old girl that's playing her role is gonna get tired of the abuse and she gonna eventually want to leave. But no, you sold your soul to the devil. So guess what? Play your role. I'll give you another one. P. Diddy and Cassie. P. Diddy and Cassie is another one. Y'all want to feel bad for Cassie, but like I told y'all, and I did a reading on P. Diddy back in the day when that case was like just now hitting the press. Even though Cassie is considered somewhat black, okay, it's still not compatible because Cassie was much younger. And this is the age gap compatibility thing I'm trying to tell y'all. She was too young. She was naive. She was gullible. He played on her naivety and her gullibleness and got her to do a lot of things that she didn't necessarily want to do, but the cost of fame and fortune led her to do it. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, well, she had a choice. You're right. But you're dealing with a psychopath. P. Diddy is a psychopath, okay? He manipulated the crap out of her and she didn't have enough knowledge to recognize game to be wrapped up in some foolery. And that's why I tell y'all the age gap thing matters. When you are a man and you're way much older than a young lady, it's about control. And that's why you young ladies out here, whoever's watching, I had a session with a video call with a young lady the other day that was 21. You think it looks good and it feels good to have an older man, but beloved, be careful with these older men out here. They see it as opportunity for you to be for sale. What is the price to do what I want to do? Be who I want to be, have what I want to have. And women don't realize that because at that age, and even women that I counsel and work with and coach that's way into their 30s, 40s, and 50s don't even realize this, that a lot of men have one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to hit it. And that's to hit it. So, ladies, once you give your body so quickly without commitment, you already lost the game. Game over. Gotta, gotta. See, y'all don't realize that's the game. Hey, bro, did you hit it? I bet you can't hit that. At what price? At what price? And so a lot of women don't realize it and they think, well, if I don't engage in that, he's going to leave me. That's not true. Every man is going to test you, ladies. Every single man. Every man's going to test you because they want to see where your head's at. They want to see, are you weak? Are you vulnerable? Are you a do girl? Are you easy? Or are you a queen? Are you a wife? Are you classy or trashy? Are you for the streets? Well, if I can't hit it, can you at least do this? Sucky, sucky. Oh, she did it. Oh, yup. Gotta. Gotta. You always have the power. Y'all sleeping on these blessings today. Y'all sleeping on the jewels today. Sucky, sucky. I got to be careful what I say on YouTube, so don't shut my channel down, y'all. And just because a man likes you doesn't mean that he wants to marry you. Just because a man sees you as attractive doesn't mean that he wants to be in a relationship with you. Ladies, just because he has money doesn't mean he's a good man. Just because he's stable in his life doesn't mean he has good character. Come on now. Come on now. Because some of the most stable and rich and successful men out here use their money, their status, their wealth as a power symbol to control you. So are you for sale? Because Imma throw this money in your face and you better jump when I say jump because remember, I'm paying your bills. I'm taking care of you. I own you. Bitch, get down. Bitch, who you think you talk to? I pay the bills. What? And that's why I tell y'all, always have your own ladies. Stop, stop leaning on depending on these men. I don't care if they say, listen, you don't got to work. Okay. But you better still have your backup plan because it just takes one incident that you find later on down the line that says, wow, this person isn't who I think they are. But what if they are everything you think they are? That's fine too. At least you have a security blanket. Never, ever surrender all of you so quickly. Your body, your mind, your history, what you've been through, telling a complete stranger your world. And fellas, if you really like a woman, stop playing games. Stop trying to be in the bro code. Oh, the bro code says I look weak and I look like a simp if I commit. I look some kind of way if I don't. try to do right by this woman. I'm supposed to fall in line with the bro code and be sleeping around and doing all this foolery that all my homeboys saying that I need to be doing. You need to rise up and become the man. I don't care if your daddy, your uncle, your brother, your homies out here hoeing around, dogging woman out. That don't mean you got to. Because when you have a good woman, you have a good thing. And it'll be that one woman that you dogged out, trying to be cool, trying to be hip, trying to be in the bro code and all that mess y'all be doing, fellas. You know what I'm talking about. That you gonna let a good one get away. And she could have been everything that you prayed for. But because you wanted to play games, you lost her. So as a people, as a collective, we got to do better. We got to rise on up. We got to rise. We got to we got to rise on up, y'all. We doing it wrong. We stepping away from moral code and we leaning into the flesh, lust. And we getting lost in the sauce and we stepping outside of reality because guess what? A release, a fun time don't last because that's only a small portion of what really makes a relationship work. Yes, it's important, but it's not everything. And fellas, if you really want to be put on game, the players, the one that really be getting all the women, they know how to stimulate a woman's mind because a woman's mind has to be stimulated before they can be ready to lay down and open their legs. So if you can't make a woman feel emotionally, mentally, physically safe, they're not going to be into doing anything with you to begin with. You see what I'm saying? So how are you making that woman feel? Or are you pushing her away? Okay. I think that's all I need to say in my TED Talk. Daisy says, yes, this resonates. Yeah. We haven't started the reading. For all of those that are new to the channel, welcome to Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance, where sometimes I come on, people have questions, and I go on a little TED Talk to kind of give some guidance and support. The good thing about things here, everything will be time stamped. So save this video and come back, or just keep coming back to watch your portion of the reading. So just as I mentioned before, guys, we are going to go from Aries all the way to Pisces. Big shout out again to Doris for the tarot deck we're going to be using to feature on today's reading. This reading is for all of you people that are curious about your person that you have not been in contact with for some time. You want to know, what have they been up to since you've been gone? I'm going to drop all the tea. We're first starting off with Aries. Let's do this. Thank y'all for joining my hour-long TED Talk. Hey Debbie, how you doing? I'm so glad you finally found yourself on another live, girl. Woohoo! I think you've been busy. I was thinking about you too, Debbie. I say, where's Debbie been? Good to see you. I love you too, Daisy. As Mama Lisa said, y'all don't forget to like the video, show your girls some support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm glad you all are here. Let's do this, Aries. Thank you, Daisy, for the jewels. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has the person that Aries has been in no contact with, what have they been up to since Aries has been gone? We have the Empress in the reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Fool in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands, and the world. This is someone that's been very, very anxious, overwhelmed, stressed, and nervous to take action towards you. But they do. They really do. They just been holding themselves back because they feel like this may be over. They're not sure though, and that's giving them a lot of anxiety. This is also someone that is really struggling with detaching from this karmic soul tie. They feel like you and them have a very strong connection that they can't shake. I mean, they've tried their best to go off and see if there's other opportunities out there for themselves or spend time alone to really think about things and realize like they can't help how they feel. With the 2 of Cups, they feel like you guys are destined to be together. Yeah, so with the Ace of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups in reverse, this person is offering a new beginning, but one that doesn't really have a lot of emotions tied to it. So don't expect them to be emotionally invested, and that could have been an issue in the past. But yeah, they feel very sad and alone and abandoned. What has this person been doing besides this since they've been separated from Aries? We have the moon in the reverse. Definitely been very secretive. Yeah, they've been very secretive, secretly thinking about what they can do to make you trust them again and have a peaceful resolution to the issues. They've also been working diligently on their finances so that when they do come back, they have something to offer. They definitely want to pick up where you guys left off with the 7 of Pentacles. But with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, you know, this is someone who, I mean, 8 of Swords in the upright, this is someone that just spends a lot of time in their head processing, thinking, but not taking a lot of action. So you would probably not even know, like, you're heavily on this person's mind. The situation is eating them alive. You probably wouldn't even know that this person really wants to reach out because they just don't. They just sit back and think about it. Eventually they will, though. I feel like this person will. What is their intentions? Yeah. The Page of Wands, that speaks of messages. So this person will send you some type of subtle message to get your attention. Yeah, they're gonna try to remind you of all the good times you guys had. That'll be their approach. So hopefully you'll be willing to listen and give them an opportunity to have a fresh start and pick up where you guys left off. How does Aries feel about this person? 3 of Cups, 2 of Wands. You're a little unsure. Some of you guys, when this person reaches out, you guys are gonna be like, "Should I continue to move on with my life or should I consider reconciling?" Because with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, this doesn't feel like a stable relationship to you. I really feel like ultimately a lot of you Aries are gonna continue to move forward, but some of you guys may consider hearing them out. It just depends on your unique situation. Let me know if it resonates. Your person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then we also have Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. All right. Next, we have Taurus. Did it resonate with you guys, Aries? You guys are so quiet. All right, here we go, Taurus. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has the person that's been separated and no contact with Taurus? What have they been up to since Taurus has been gone? We have the Three of Swords, the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. This is someone who feels like the victim. They feel like you've done something to really hurt them, betray them, ruin the relationship, and it's caused a lot of delays in them taking action. Now, you, Taurus, may say, it's not my fault. It's all their fault, but they definitely are blaming you. So, to message you at this time, it feels very risky because, this is someone who feels hurt and they don't want to make this situation worse by hurting their own heart and getting rejected. With the lovers and the Page of Wands, they feel like you never really loved them. So, why should I care? For Taurus to do this to me, did they even really care? Were they just wasting my time? Let's see, what is this person saying Taurus did? Let's look at that. What are they accusing Taurus of? Okay, we have 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups with the 9 of Cups in reverse. You created a relationship that was very dysfunctional. You gave them hell, and you were very selfish. It was all about you. Very bossy. So they feel like it was your way or the highway. And because you weren't trying to compromise with them, hear them out with the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse to the Queen of Pentacles in reverse underneath the deck, they felt like you probably didn't care about this relationship anyway. So that's what they're coming up to the conclusion with believing about this whole thing between you two. And it's really turning them off. Even though they're away from you, Taurus, they are thinking about you. They know like there is some level of guilt where they know they may have not been honest themselves. This is someone who could be like a wordsmith. They may have given you a lot of false dreams, a lot of false hopes, just a lot of future faking, telling you things you wanted to hear. This is how this person operates. However, in the interim, they're kind of evaluating the situation right now and saying, I wonder what Taurus was really trying to do here. I mean, I do get it. I did some things that weren't great, but Taurus did worse things. So it's very much like they're pointing the finger at you for sure. Yeah, you were just too bossy and too controlling with the Queen of Swords and Emperor in the reverse. Your way or the highway. Further confirmation as to why this relationship failed. What else has this person been up to since Taurus has been gone? We have the World in the reverse, and we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. You know, they've been really considering if they do come back, just not taking this thing seriously with you, like maybe stringing you along, keeping you around, continue to tell you false dreams, false hopes. Um, they when they feel like it, they'll come back with some type of golden shiny offer, but not right now. They're just a little upset and heartbroken. Really not really upset, but sad. They're just really sad and feeling like the victim. Okay, so how does Taurus feel about this person right now? We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You know, you're upset that this person just kind of like abruptly abandoned the relationship and never came back to apologize or make things right and not take accountability. Like this is like someone that just kind of like neglects doing the right thing. And it's very disappointing for you. Yeah, this is something that I think over time, Taurus, you may have evaluated as a relationship that was turning into a disaster, and you were hoping to save and preserve this. You may have had discussions, conversations about things you needed. And instead of this person saying, you know what, okay, let's work on that, let's compromise, they just would give you a hard time. And even in the energy today, I feel like they're looking at you as being the one causing the problems when you're just saying what you need. And that's not fair at all. What is this person's intentions moving forward? We have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Wands. They just want to, do their own thing that's in their benefit. And their benefit with you is just for a fun time, not a long time. Yeah, they've made a decision with the judgment here underneath the deck. And that judgment call is for them eventually to take action towards you. Was more of a lustful, flingy, fun, exciting experience more than anything. Nothing too deep, nothing too real. And the reason why they've been kind of like staying silent is because they don't want to deal with your crap. They're like, I don't want to deal with Taurus. Taurus plays like they put too much pressure on me. They feel like your expectations and what you need and all that is like too much. Like, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with Taurus right now. So when they feel like they can deal with you, they'll come back. Their words, not mine, by the way, Taurus. So let me know if it resonates. If you feel like, I think this is a lack of maturity, though. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you're just someone that is very more um, clear and very intentional. And this one is just not taking stuff seriously. So that's why there's this disconnect. Your person could be an Aries, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. That's the main energies. Could be any sign, of course. That's what I have, Taurus. Let me know if it resonates. We have Gemini next. Supernova says, yeah, Mika, you are gifted. Thank you. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Yeah, this is one of those stories for sure, Taurus, where it just was like an unequally yoked experience. You were higher on the spiritually evolved realm than this one, and that's why you were getting frustrated. It just wasn't a good match. They wanted to play too much and you got fed up. That's what it is. All right. Geminis, let's do this. Carol says, yep. I blocked Amika. LOL. I heard that, y'all. And that's the key. Block what doesn't serve you and go about your business, y'all. Do like Carol. If it's not serving you, goodbye. Good riddance. Don't try to force anything to fit. Goodbye. And go find your person. Don't let people block your blessings, y'all. So important. Here we go, Geminis. You're welcome, Dory. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has Gemini's person that they've been in no contact with been up to since Gemini has been gone? We have the Chariot in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse, the Knight of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Death in the reverse. This is someone who really wants to come back, but their ego, their arrogance, their cockiness won't allow them to do it. And even though they secretly want to come towards you, because this is someone who has a lot of passion for you. Like I'm getting a lot of lust, a lot of eagerness to get to you quick, fast, in a hurry. They hold themselves back because they don't want to look weak. They don't want to look like, oh, you won, Gemini. You're right. I was wrong. It's almost like they're saying, I got to hold back my actions because I'm hoping that Gemini is going to yield and come and get me first. So this is a very petty energy that they're in, very petty. To try to control how this goes. They also have something going on in their energy that tells them there is a strong possibility that Gemini will reject me. So I don't want to look like an idiot. Remember, they have a fragile ego. So if they go towards you and you reject them, Gemini, that's going to be a problem too. So yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, they're going to take their sweet time. I got to move slow. I got to move strategically. But I also got to make sure that it's at the right moment. Now, even though they want to come and jump into your drawers, like today, right now, they just sit back and think about the consequences of taking action to you. And that is more prevalent in their energy than the desire to come towards you and make things right. Kind of crazy, right? Because I'm sure Gemini, you're saying, well, if you want me, come get me. Hello? No, it's not that easy because they are scared of being rejected. Very, very much hurting themselves here. They also know that they have to give you a solid, mature offer. That's something that they are scared of doing as well. And they know they have to make things right. But if they do, they're going to take their feelings out of it. With the 9 of cups to the 8 of cups in reverse, like I said, it would make them feel so good, so happy, so fulfilled if you would go towards them first. if you would say something first, pursue them, say something, they just really they like validation. They like their ego stroked. They like feeling like they're important. What else has this person been up to? We have the 7 of Swords, uh-oh, and the Temperance in reverse with the 6 of Wands in the reverse. So this is someone who's been having a lot of trouble, like a lot of trouble finding a solid replacement for you. So during the time apart, they've been trying their best to hurry up and find someone else, and it backfired. They don't want you to know that. Shh. And so they're kind of backed into a corner right now, kind of thinking like, I played myself. I thought I can run off and hurry up and find someone to stroke my ego since Gemini wants to block me and cut me off. I can go find someone else. Lies. They played themselves because no one want their crusty rump. What is their intentions moving forward, Gemini? Six of Swords. Look at that. The Four of Cups. Hmm. Wait, Gemini. Don't go. Gemini. Gemini, hello. I I I know we haven't talked, but I hope you're doing well. How you been? Don't hang up. Don't hang up, Gemini. Don't hang up. Poor them, y'all. They going through some, y'all. They going through some. So they want to make like a peaceful resolution, and they're in deep contemplation about how to make this happen. Like literally, they're probably premeditating the words, premeditating the actions. What do I need to say? What do I need to do? Should I say this? No, because I already know. I know Gemini gonna probably cuss me out. Let me see. Okay, if I say this, that's it. That's it. That's it. No, no, no. It's like they're being a lame. They're being a lame and just sitting there trying to think of what to say, y'all, to make sure you don't push them away. Yeah, they want to talk to you. 3 of Pentacles. Can we work this out? Let's have a conversation. So they're gonna come in with a friendly approach, like an olive branch approach. They're not gonna come in with the aggressive, "Let's get back together." No, they're gonna come in with the approach of, "Hey, can we just be friends?" Or, "Hey, let's just get together and hang." It's gonna be very subtle. But trust me, they have more things going up their sleeve than that. Interesting, right, Gemini? Interesting. How does Gemini feel about this person? Judgment in the reverse and the devil in the reverse. One more. And the moon. You know, you have different perspectives on what this person actually is versus what they actually do. You want to believe that this person can change. You want to. But the way they treat you, it just really makes you feel unsettled, but you do miss them. Yeah, you do miss them. So with the Page of Wands in the reverse underneath the deck, deep down, you're kind of like, I don't know, Mika. What should I do? You tell me, Mika, what should I do? So you may like be calling your friends, calling your family, because you do still have love for them. But at the same time, it's like what they put me through, what I've been through here. Like, so it's really, you feel more like trying to just also decide what you want to do. So with the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of you guys are just going to distract yourself with your career, your stability, your goals, your money. Um, and as a Queen of Pentacles too, I think a lot of you guys are also realizing your worth and value. So with the Queen of Pentacles to the world, you're not going to be like so generous if you do give this person another chance. You're not going to be so generous with your time, your effort, your energy. If you're a Gemini watching and you do let this person back, you're going to just sit back and just kind of see what are they going to do. Let me just see, cuz I'm hoping they change. I hope they get better, Mika, but I just don't know. So the days of me being over accommodating are over, and I need to see what they can do for me. But at the same time, some of you guys are just saying, I'm ending this altogether. I'm closing the cycle because I feel like I deserve better. So I'm getting two sets of Geminis, two different stories, because a lot of you guys have been waiting to hear from this person anyway. So now that they eventually show up, it just depends on which path you want to take. Let me know if it resonates. That's the story I have for you, Gemini, for those that are in no contact. Thank you, Gemini, for playing along. You guys were very, very fun in the read. Rochelle says, great read, Mika. Thank you. Thank you. Your person could be an Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Could be any sign, but that's the main energies. Let me know if it resonates. Your person can have that anywhere in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign of their natal chart. Or Gemini could have done this to you if you're a cross watcher. All right. Karen says, yeah, olive branch. We'll see. See, some of y'all gonna take them back. Now Gemini. Come on, come on. All right. Cancers are next. Don't forget your girl does offer personal readings at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, all you got to do is visit the link that I'm dropping into the live chat at this time. Remember, there are no live questions. You do have to book your reading directly on the website to get a personal reading with me. Also, if you're interested in becoming a member of the channel, we do offer a channel membership that includes 10% off anything on my website. You get a free complimentary mini read from your favorite tarot reader just by joining. You get exclusive content, videos, live readings, as well as extended reading access for all my extended reads, member shout outs, and everything in between that I throw out there for my members. So check it out. Click on the link there in the live chat for those that are interested. Cancers are next. Cancer, Cancer. Any cancers here? She belongs to a king is here from Florida. All right, nice. I love Pensacola. I live in Mississippi, and so anytime I plan a beach trip, that's where I go because it's the closest pretty blue water that I get to see. It feels like I'm in a tropical paradise, even though I'm just what about 4 hour drive away from my house. So it's nice. Love Pensacola, Florida. And I enjoyed Orlando too when I went for my trip to Disney years ago when my son was younger. So Florida is nice. Meg is here from Poland. Nice. And today is my son's birthday. He's a Cancer. And tomorrow is my mom's birthday. She's a Cancer as well. So happy birthday to all the Cancers. Oh, Ashley, you're in Orlando. Nice. That's a busy town. y'all got y'all got Disney, y'all got all Universal. And see me growing up in Southern California being in a tourist trap. You get to, see all the different people, and I bet the traffic is really crazy, Ashley. So God bless you living in Orlando, Florida. Very busy, yes. And I didn't even drive. When I went to, Disney, we ended up flying in, and I ended up Ubering. Well, not really Ubering. I flew in and I spent a lot of money. I ended up getting the Disney package, where you get the hotel and you get the tickets and you get to visit all 4 parks. And so when we got off the plane, we got on a shuttle, and then I was like, "I wanna go shopping." So I ended up getting a Uber, and I started realizing how busy Orlando was. But shoot, Disney is huge. My gosh. I'm used to Disneyland, but Disney World is a whole 'nother animal, man. Woo. So God bless you, Ashley, living in that madness. Yeah, I spent a whole lot of money. I don't even remember, but I haven't been back to Disney World since. Because your girl dropped a few thousand. Thousands. That's an expensive mouse, okay? Very expensive mouse. Oh, yeah, I went to the Polynesian. I did. We ate at the Polynesian. I've ate at a couple of Disney restaurants, but the Polynesian was amazing. Yeah, it was nice, and then my son got to play with the little coconuts and stuff. It was fun. That was back when I was married, so that was a long time ago, y'all, but it was nice. The monorail, yeah, the monorail. I didn't get on the did I get on the yeah, I did get on the monorail for a little bit. I did, and my favorite Disney park out of all the parks is Magic Kingdom because it reminds me of Disneyland. So it's just nostalgic for me to go to Magic Kingdom, because it feels like Disneyland. All right, let's start Cancer. Sorry, Cancers, for the wait. That's right, Debbie. That rat took all my coins, honey. And that's when I was struggling. So I saved up a lot of money for that family vacation. It was very expensive. That was a very expensive trip, but we had a great time. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has Cancer's person they've been in no contact with been up to since Cancer has been gone? We have the Ace of Swords, Justice, the Six of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Tower and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who keeps replaying that big moment in time when you and your person broke up. So, whatever was that final straw, that final moment that broke you guys apart, they're replaying that in their mind over and over and over again. Yeah. They feel like they gotta right their wrongs. Now that they have had time to really process and think about what led to the breakup, there is a sense of a little bit of accountability here going on in this person's energy, where they're starting to realize that they are the problem. and they need to do something to fix this. Yeah, so they want to let you know that they're ready to break the silence and have a serious conversation with you. They want to show you that they can be more of a teammate, an ally instead of an enemy. They do have some issues that they are acknowledging about them that they need to work through with the devil and the sun. But with justice, the devil and the sun in the blockage position, this is someone that's saying, I know I really got to work on these things. For some of them, it could be their childhood wounds, their trauma, their pain, things outside of the relationship that have nothing to do with you that has affected the dynamics that you guys share that they need to address to make things right. But they need your patience. That's what they're going to really try to communicate. I just need your patience. What else has this person been up to since Cancer has been gone, Spirit? The Fool in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. You know, they've really slowed down dating around because they don't want to ruin their chances with you. So if this is someone who's known to be a player, a womanizer, or dating around, they've slowed that down because they're starting to realize that all of that is not serving them with the 10 of swords. So this feels like someone who's like having their life turn over to a new leaf, where they're being very self-reflective and they're really thinking about some of the consequences of their actions over time, over the years, how they've missed out on great, beautiful, loving connections with people like you, Cancer, because of their bad behavior. It's almost like a transformative experience. Jody says, hello. And Midnight Dreamer says, yeah, falling angel. Yeah, this is someone that's really coming down to earth and realizing I got to stop my toxic ways. Let's see, how do you feel? Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Cups in the reverse with the Hierophant. You're willing to work on this relationship as long as they're willing to change. Many of you guys are willing to move past the pain that they've caused you if they're willing to change. You really had high hopes that this relationship, this marriage, this commitment you guys said you would have would really work through. So I think a lot of you Cancers are truly open to giving this person the benefit of the doubt as long as they're willing to put in the work. What is this person's intentions? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Swords in reverse with the Three of Swords in reverse. Again, they're really wanting to change. In the past, this was someone who was giving you an unstable offer. They were lying, manipulating, playing games with you. They're really convinced that they need to really stop doing that to you. Like this is like someone that's changing their life for real. But it's a work in progress. So again, that's why they're saying be patient with me. This is not something that is going to happen overnight. This is a work in progress for sure. But they're really being aware, self-aware, and that's key. Ultimately, it's up to you, Cancer, what you do. But I would say if you do give this person another chance, be very, very careful. For some of you, this person may actually change. And for others of you, this person will not. They'll go right back to their toxic ways. I see it right here. Sometimes people have high expectations, but the work that's involved to follow through to create those changes is a little bit more than what they're willing to put in the work to do. So just keep that in mind. This person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It can be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Scorpio, and a Leo. All right. Let me know if it resonates. Speaking of Leo, we have Leo's next. Any Leos here? Leo, Leo. Leticia is here. Hello, Leticia. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. It's her first time here. David says, I was correct. His person is a water sign. Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Karen wants to warn all of the cancers out there. Mika's right, y'all. This person will be right and do the right thing for 2 minutes and then go right back to their normal behavior. So, like I said, I'm picking up that as a strong possibility for a lot of you. So, be warned. Don't fall into the trap. Y'all know what you're dealing with. So, choose wisely, Cancers. Let's do this, Leos. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Mighty, Mighty Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What has Leo's person that they're in no contact with in love and romance been up to since Leo has been gone? We have the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands in the reverse. This is someone that I feel really struggles with commitment. This is definitely someone who struggles with commitment. But because they have struggled with commitment, Leo, it's been a deal breaker for you. That's what I feel has been the issue in the relationship dynamic here. If this person does reach out and they try to establish some type of relationship, be warned that it's in an effort to fix and recover what they lost with you. Okay. This is someone that's not doing very well. They can be struggling, they could be down on their luck, and they just kind of need a little support right now. So if they were to be honest with you, they don't really know if they want to be in a relationship with you or not at this time. They just want to just focus on getting your attention and getting access to you again at this time. That is the primary focus. Not necessarily the relationship, but just having access right now for their benefit. This is someone who really values their singlehood and values being alone more than being with others. But you provide a very nurturing, kind, sweet, loving, stable experience that they miss as being the Queen of Cups. If you resonate with this reading, I think it's fair to say, Leo, you took really good care of this person. You know, it's like the mother's love. The mother's love, the father's love, male or female, no matter the gender. You were just doing a lot of things to make this person comfortable. While, you may have felt taken advantage of. And while you guys are apart, they're not getting the same benefits. And that is the motivator. So it feels like someone who is definitely benefiting with being with you. And it's going to be like an opportunist move more than a love move coming back to you. And they've been trying to work on getting themselves together since you guys have been apart, but things have not been working out in their favor. So, what is this person's intentions moving forward with Leo? Five of Cups in the reverse, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, they want to come in playing victim, letting you know they've been on hard times, they miss you. But underneath the deck with the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to take a very long time for them to give you anything that's worth a return on your investment. Because the Wheel of Fortune speaks of like good karma, good fortune, things that are actually be benefiting you. And they can't offer you anything beneficial at this time because they don't have much to offer. And so they need you to come in and help them, and they'll give you something on the back end, maybe years down the line. So, yeah. Let's see, how do you feel about it, Leo? How does Leo feel about this? Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and Three of Swords. You're tired of feeling used. You're tired of feeling taken advantage of. You don't see any worth or value in staying in this dynamic because it really starts affecting your own sense of security and stability that you've created and manifest for yourself. Some of you Leos watching are very, very stable, very, very secure. And so when this person came into your life, you were like, "Well, I'm doing great. I'm stable. I got a lot going on. I don't mind helping this person out." But what you miss, Leo, is you are doing so much more than what this person was doing for you, and they were finessing you. They were finessing you. They robbed you blind. They were playing a very dangerous game of use and abuse. And so I'm noticing in your energy, a lot of you guys are finding more happiness away from this connection. Some of you guys could be dating, definitely dating other people with the Knight of Cups, looking for somebody else. Others of you can just be falling in love with yourself. And with the 7 of Wands in the reverse, you're beginning to open up again to love again for the first time away from this situation. I don't think you're interested in this no more. I think you've dropped so many guards, made so many sacrifices, and feel like you just can't get ahead if you stay in this. So what's the point? And that's right. It's facts. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If the facts don't fact, what is the point? Truly. Truly, it just doesn't make sense at all. So, yeah, you got the shorter end of the stick here for sure. So, Leo, your person could be a Taurus, a Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could be any of those signs. Your person could be any of those signs. Let me know if it resonates. All right. We got Virgos next. Keisha says, Yep, Saturn, white. Tella says, Definitely poured everything into it, Mika. Yeah, it sucks. Keisha said that person was breadcrumbing. And that's the thing, you got to really have a reciprocal experience. Be careful with people like that. Pretty Bee says Leo definitely resonates, but he's a Sagittarius is a still there too. Okay. Y'all don't focus too much on the signs. It's just energy. He can have any of those other placements in his sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Okay, guys. Virgos are next. Pretty Bee says, You're always right on point. Thank you, Boo. And thank you all to you beautiful souls who have hit the like button. Sending so much love and light to you all. Don't forget to hit the like button if you forgot. Like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Let me hit the like button. So all you got to do is tap your screen. So everybody tap your screen like this. It's a good way for me to connect with you all, of course. And of course, it allows me to get more beautiful souls to come in and check out the channel. I dedicate a lot of time, a lot of energy, guys, a lot of time, a lot of energy to share my gift with the world for absolutely free. So if you guys are just watching my content, not liking the video, not subscribing, it makes me very sad. So please like the video and subscribe, okay? All right, let's do this, Virgo. And I'm glad you all are here. All right, Virgos, let's do this. Debbie's here. I think we saw some other Virgos here. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs who are currently in no contact with their person that they're currently connected to in love and romance. What has their person been up to since Virgo has been gone? We have the High Priestess in the reverse, Three of Cups in the reverse, the Five of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Wands and the Tower in the reverse with the World. This person is really regretting leaving your side. Yeah, this is definitely someone who chose to take the safe approach when it comes to this connection with you. And the safe approach is to kind of like keep you at arm's length, not really open up and be vulnerable. I think this is also someone who kind of felt a lot of pressure. You may have said some things that really triggered them and made them feel like, oh, I know Virgo wants some answers. I know Virgo needs some solutions to whatever issues we're dealing with in this connection, but it's just safe for me to keep my distance because although Virgo has all these expectations for me, I don't know if I can deliver those expectations to Virgo right now. But instead of just being honest and letting Virgo know, like, listen, if you want me to do this, I can't do it. If you want me to do that, I can't do it. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for that. Instead of just blatantly telling you these things, they just kind of pull back and just not say nothing at all. And it's leaving you, Virgo, feeling confused and very unclear and almost feeling like, well, where do we stand? So there could have been conversations you had about them just needing to rise up to the expectations or it's over. They don't want it to be over though. They just want you to work with them. Like, just work with me. Have patience with me. Give me time to figure this out. Give me time to figure out what I want to do with you and the connection. Was that the issue, Virgo? Was this someone that you felt like was maybe stringing you along or not giving you the type of relationship or commitment that you needed? It was something going on here that this person was not giving you something and they kept you as arm's length. But in the interim, they were just receiving all of the beautiful things that you were giving them. And in the process, you probably felt like you were being taken advantage of a little bit. But I don't think this person was intentionally trying to take advantage of you. Um, I think they just needed a lot more time to process and think about what they wanted. Part of them want to be with you, but other parts of them are just kind of like, I think I kind of want to be single. I don't know. So this person's energy is very wishy-washy, very fickle, very confusing being on the receiving end of this. What is this person's intention? It's kind of hard to interpret. Lovin says, "Oh my gosh, re-listening to your Leo read, you are so bang on. Thank you." And Daisy says, "You are on point again with the Aries reading, Mika." Thank you guys. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate that. Hey, Divine Earth Angel. So, Spirit, what is this person's intentions with Virgo? Nine of Cups in the reverse, Three of Wands, Nine of Wands in the reverse. This person has a very pessimistic outlook on the connection you guys share. They almost feel like they just need to give up because there's something that's going on with them that makes them feel like they can't live up to your expectations. Ultimately, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, with the Page of Swords in reverse to the Six of Swords in reverse. If this person does come back, they are thinking about just kind of telling you whatever you need to hear to keep the relationship going as far as possible, which is thus in turn turning into a user situation or a placeholder situation or taking advantage of situation because I don't really feel like this person feels confident they can give you what you're asking. But it takes a long time for whoever this is to realize this for whatever reason. And the time apart is like the further confirmation that they just can't do it. So let's see, Virgo, how do you feel? We have the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Cups. You really tired of beating a dead horse. You feel like this relationship is going nowhere. No matter how much you have the conversations, you give the hints, you have the patience, and then you sit back and you wonder why. Like, what's going on? Am I missing something, Mika? Like, what's happening? The truth is, Virgo, this is someone who is selling you pipe dreams. Even when they met you or when they were going into the relationship, they didn't have the answers because they're scared of commitment. But then it was like, I'm going to try to see if I can make this work. And then the expectations of what you wanted was a little bit more than what they were ready for. Stepping away made it very evident like, no, I still want to be single. I like my singlehood. But dang, Virgo treated me pretty good. It was pretty dope hanging out with Virgo. So it's a practical option and opportunity. So why not still be a part of the experience? Now, Debbie saying, no, thank you, Mika. I don't want that. I feel like none of you Virgos want this. Like, this person needs to be honest. Like, nobody got time for games. And it's really just a matter of game for them, right? Yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse. They're going to string you along. Yeah. And also, I'm getting no contact is going to be a very long time too, because it's almost like they really don't want it. So some of you guys may not even hear from this person because by then you may have them blocked or just say, forget it. I'm not even going to worry about this. Others of you will hear from this person, but when you hear from them, be expecting a bunch of false hopes and false promises. That's not going to benefit you in any kind of way. All right. Lovin says, oh my gosh, you're so spot on. It's spooky. Exactly my situation and my Pisces man. Yeah. Karen says, oh, spot on. Left him, the last time I left him was because of no commitment. And then he ran into me. You left him because no commitment, but wanted the farm. Moo. He's so funny. Yeah, like they want to have their cake and eat it too. If they can have both worlds. Nah, it don't work like that. All right. I don't know. I don't know who this reading is for, but if this is your story, um, let me know, Virgo. Your person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, an earth sign such as yourself, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I also have Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius. All right. Let me know if it resonates. Hey, Saggy Bree. Saggy Bree says, "You look so good and your hair is gorgeous. Thank you so much." Listen, you guys, I'm going to have to step away for just a little bit. I'm so sorry, Libra. You guys can come with me. I'm just going to go and get some. I got to get like a refresher, some coffee. I got to get something, y'all. I'm starting to drag. I'm starting to drag, drag along. It's killing me, y'all. It's killing me. So if y'all wanna come with me, do y'all wanna come with me or y'all wanna just sit here until I come back? Y'all tell me in the chat, people watching live. Hey, Divine Earth Angel. Hey, Mama Lisa. Ali Allison says, "Bring us." Okay, I'll bring you guys. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. Phone. So one of the things about doing these readings is like I said, I'm doing these readings for a very long time, hours. And one thing that helps me and keeps me going is coffee or something. I gotta have something. Gotta have something. Look, y'all. I think I showed some of you guys my painting. Let me flip it around and show you. Look at that. What do y'all think of my painting? It's my first fine art piece. It's from Jim Warren. And I love it because it's like you see the phoenix is like a girl rising from the phoenix. And then it kind of reminds me of like magical. She's like so magical and she's like manifesting love and so many different things. And she's like a little black girl. I think it's adorable. Isn't it pretty? So, this is my first fine art piece that I bought off the cruise. And I've shown it before, but I don't think everybody has seen it. And it's so heavy because of the framing. It's like extremely heavy. So, I have to get somebody because I don't have a man. But you see how thick it is and it's heavy. So yeah, definitely have to get someone to hang that up for me. So today we're celebrating my son's birthday, by the way, too. So I got him some balloons. I got him some balloons. Yeah, I'm that corny mom. I got my 17-year-old son some balloons. And that's his cake. And then we had candles. It was a 17. It was the 1 and the 7 for his candles. But yeah, and I got him a $150 gift card. $150 gift card. So he can be able to buy whatever he wants. I need to hire a handyman, correct. That's what I need to hire. And they're easy to find, like handymans and things to hang that up. So yeah, my son's turning 17 today. Yay! Y'all, I was singing happy birthday to him and I started crying. I was like, "Ah." He was just looking at me like, girl, calm down. You're doing the most, mom. You're doing the most. And I was like, he's 17. So sad. I was so sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's getting older. So this is what I'm making. I am a big fan of fine art. I am. I just can't afford it. And I have no space on my wall for fine art. Let me show you guys my collection. Hold on, let me stop this. Loaded a refresher tea or whatever. So look, I'm giving y'all like a little house tour. So we have this piece right here. Now this is what I found in Target, aka Target. I love, as you guys can probably tell, as I give you guys a little mini tour around my house, I love abstract art pieces and I love landscapes. So yeah, that's one of my pieces right there. I got that from Target. I know, Wilfredo. I need a guy. I need a guy to help me hang stuff up and do the guy stuff. Here goes another one. Now I got this one from when I bought the house. Where did I get this one from? I can't remember. I want to say I got it from Big Lots. Isn't that pretty? All right. And then I have my stones. I got that from y'all, one of my favorite stores, Home Goods. Got that from Home Goods. And then I know I got this one from, I think I got this one from Big Lots. I think I got this one from Big Lots too. But as you guys can see, y'all see the theme. I like abstract, but I like landscapes. All right, we're going to keep this tour going and then we're going to continue the reading, y'all. Okay. Okay. I don't know why people really like this one in my bedroom, but people like this one. It's okay. And then this is what I really, this is what I really need a handyman for my toxic ex. Any handyman want to fix what my toxic ex did to my wall? Y'all see what I got to deal with? So this is why I tell y'all ladies, be careful who you date. Be careful who you date. See how pretty my wall is and then you want to punch a hole in my wall. Okay? My pretty house and you want to punch a hole in my wall. So yeah, I'm not even going to say how that story ended. Let's just say I'm an Aries moon. I'm an Aries moon. I fight back. I protect myself. So when y'all be trying to tell me your stories of what y'all be going through, I already know. All right. I do have the stuff to fix it. I just got to do it. I have it right here. See, I have it right here. My handyman, did I get the right stuff? And now this has been sitting in my laundry room for about 2 months, maybe. Handyman, is this what I need? So I feel like I can do it. I'm gonna give me a YouTube video. Give me a YouTube video and figure out how to do it. Lisa says, cut a tiny piece of sheetrock, stick it to it. Okay. And I got the paint. I don't know what I did with the paint to, because you can go to like Home Depot, you can go to Lowe's, and then they can change, like they can match your color. So I ended up getting like a small little container of paint, but I lost it. So it's kind of preventing me from doing this step. But I need to do it because I'm off for the summer. So I need to go ahead and do it. Mhm. And guess who comes out of the shadows? Your favorite pet. Hey. Say hi to the people, Duchess. Say hi. Say hi, Dutchy Poo. A mess. Yeah, Duchess. Come on, Duchess. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You like the rug? So let me tell you about this rug. This is one of those rugs that are thin for animals. So if like they soil on it or anything, you can just throw it in the wash. So you see why I had to invest in it. This thing right here. Y'all love the tour. Come on, Duchess. Come back up in here. You're going back in puppy jail. Come up in the room. She living her best life. She get to have the whole room to herself. Get in here. Watch, look. Get in here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Look at her. Duchess, get your rump up. Get it up. She's as stubborn as her owner. By the way, Duchess is a Sagittarius. She's a Sagittarius, y'all. The damn Sagittarius. Saggy Waggies. What's wrong with y'all? We got to go in the room, Duchess. We got to go in the room. Come on. You want a treat? Come on. Let's go get a treat. Let's go get a treat. She like, where the food at, though? You playing me. You playing me. Where my treat at? I'm sitting here. I'm being a good dog. Give me my treat. Okay, I'm going to give you a treat for real. You see how she be trying to run me? She be running. She be running this house, y'all. Oh my gosh. Does anybody have any wiener dogs? Y'all know the struggle with Dotsons. They are just evil, man. She like, where the food at? You lying. She like, heifer, stop lying. Where the food at? He said, where the food at? You lying. Come on. I got your treat in my hand. Come on. All right. All right. Let's see if we can do some tricks. Sit. Sit. Get down. Get down. Good girl. Good girl. Sit up. Sit. Good girl. Speak. 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 Good girl. Speak. 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 That's all you're gonna give me. She's a wiener and a beagle mix. She's a Dotson beagle. She's a mix. Sit. Follow the treat. Follow the treat. Follow the treat. Get in there. Okay, back to the regular schedule program, y'all. Woo! And I have to lay puppy pads down because sometimes I'll be on live so long with you guys, she'll have to use the bathroom. So I want to give her, an opportunity to go. So I'm sorry if y'all had to see the puppy pads, but y'all know what it is. Especially if you're a wiener dog owner. When it rains outside, they do not want to go outside. But it is what it is. I mean, Duchess is a manipulator. I'm not even going to lie. She is a manipulator. She will manipulate the crap out of me. She's about 12 or 13 years old. She's an old girl. All right. I'm going to be right back, y'all. I got to go to the bathroom. I can't take y'all in the bathroom with me, or they really shut my channel down. So I'll be back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out and being patient with me. I appreciate it. Can y'all hear me now? Testicles. One, two, three, four. All right, I'm back at it, y'all. Thank you guys again. I guess you guys got a little behind the scenes look at my house a little bit, just a little sample. That's one thing about me. Like, God has blessed me to have so many great things happen for me, but takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication to get to the level that I am, to be the strong, independent woman I am today. But I will say, God, I need a man. And y'all see what I mean, ladies? You can be strong and independent and have a lot of stuff going for yourself, but sometimes you just do need a man to help out. Prime example, I need someone to fix that drywall. I didn't show you guys my vent thing that was hanging, and then my frame, I gotta hang that heavy frame. I definitely can't hang it because my arms, I'm recovering from my surgery, my skin removal, so I don't want to lift it up heavy and hang it. But I'm going to take someone's advice and make sure that I get someone to do it. I'll just pay somebody to do it. Whew, the caffeine is hitting. Hallelujah. All right, let's do it, Libra. Oh, thank you so much, Divine Earth Angel. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's I can probably call my uncle or somebody to come and do it, but I just hate bothering folks for like little simple tasks when I can just pay somebody to do it and just be done with it. So, yeah. And then it helps out people, they really need the money because we're living in some hard times and people can use the money. Oh, black tea, okay? I just want to make sure because I had like a little, you know, what about now? Oh, black tea, okay? I just want to make sure because I had like a little, okay, let's go ahead and continue. We are currently on Libra. Libra, Libra. All right, let's do this. Baby girl, hey. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What has Libra's person been up to since Libra has been gone? We have the Fool, the Moon in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Strength in the reverse. There's a lot of secrets this person has been keeping from you. And despite this person wanting to have a new beginning with you, they're very scared about what you may know or find out. Yeah, this person definitely has been doing some things probably behind your back. And they know that some of their behaviors while you guys were in the relationship may have been the result of some of the things that have affected the ending. With the Page of Cups in the reverse, your person was in the relationship with you because they were feeling very codependent on you. You provided them a sense of security, stability. You did a lot for them. And secretly, if they have a new start with you, that would be their purpose for coming back. They have a lot of insecurities and fears also stemming from the fact that, there has been some time that has passed and you may reject them. And because this person has a lot of emotional immaturity going on in their realm, in their world, it's going to take a major blow to their ego if you do reject them. So they just kind of sit back and just hope that even if they tell you they want to heal this for love and they want to heal this to get back together because they want to be with you for love, that you'll believe them, even if it is a lie. The truth is simple. This person is with you because they need your help. They're struggling alone. They could be sad, depressed. They haven't seen any progress in their life since you've been away. And the fact that you've blocked them, separated from them, or put a firm boundary in place, it makes them feel even more devastated. Like, wow, I really screwed this up. I screwed up this great opportunity, but it's not stopping me from wanting to communicate with Libra and fix things. But I just may need to lie and tell Libra some things that are not totally honest. If this is your story, this is someone who repeats cycles. They never level up, they never mature. They may come across as someone that is mature, they got their crap together, but they're just not there yet. They're just not there. And during the time that you guys have been apart, they've started to realize some things about themselves, about the relationship, about why you may have pushed them away, about why they may have ruined this opportunity. It's a lot of reflection going on here. What is this person's intentions moving forward with Libra? The Hierophant in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. Whatever benefits them, that's the type of relationship they're interested in. And what benefits them is still having their cake and eat it too. Being single, but yet benefiting out of being connected with you. Some of you guys could have provided them a form of security in some type of way. Money, a place to stay, um, bought them gifts. I'm getting a lot of pentacles here and a lot of earth energy. So they intend to come into the relationship with you not for emotions, but more so for practical reasons. How does Libra feel about this person? We have the Five of Swords in the reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You would really like this person to get their crap together. Truly. That would be the only way this would work for you. You've been waiting for a very long time to see if this person is going to change, but it's like you never see the results. So I'm going to be honest with you, Libra, here. This person isn't any different than what you've seen before. This is a liar. This is someone who is not the most upfront and honest individual, but this is definitely someone who does enjoy the benefits of being with you. I'm giving you this little heart to heart because your energy tells me that you do want peace and you do want to be chosen and be valued. But at what expense? A relationship built on lie? Or do you want a relationship built on honesty, loyalty, and truth? A lot of you Libras may have gone back and forth in this dance, this tango, because this is someone giving you a lot of confusion, making the relationship between you two very unclear, saying one thing, doing another, being in and out. You know how that goes. But I'd leave you with this: in any relationship, it's transactional. So, what are you really receiving by being with this person versus what you're sacrificing to keep them around? What are you receiving? And that right there is going to tell you if it's worth your time, effort, and energy. Just keep that in mind. Some of you guys will hear them out. Some of you guys are going to move on. A lot of you guys are going to move on because you're going to really process everything and maybe even hear this person out and realize they probably haven't changed. But some of you guys will try to hear them out and believe their lies. But you know how this goes. That's why you guys broke up in the first place, right? They weren't being real and honest with you, right? Baby girl says so true, Mika. He just showed back up and they will. And they're going to want to wear a new mask. The new mask of I want to establish a relationship with you, but it's a lie. I see it right here. Your person could be an Aquarius, a Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, and our energy is here predominantly. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let me know if it resonates. It's a lot of energy here, so any sign will do, but that's the main ones coming through in the reading. Be careful, guys, Libras. Always move with caution, guys, when you guys go back to exes. Sometimes they, have an epiphany moment and they decide to want to do right by you, but it's very, very risky. You gotta move slow. I always say if you go back to an ex, move slow, evaluate the situation, look for accountability, look for consistency, and look for them willing to put in the work, the effort, the compromise, the conversations, and the changes. If you don't see all that happening over an extended period of time, you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself. And if you let someone come back, you got to treat them like a new person and give them a clean slate, very clean slate. So that way you can kind of see where they really are, where their head's at, and what they're doing. A lot of us can't do that because there's been so much pain, so much damage, so much betrayal. And if it's gotten that far to where you can't trust that person and give them a chance to show you something different, then the relationship is over. The relationship is over. Okay. All right. Let's do this, Scorpio. Debbie said if he punched a hole in the wall, it's a no. Any violence, any violence, mental, physical, any form of aggression and violence, it's a no. Because the first time it's going to be throwing objects, next time it's going to be hitting objects, and then next time it's going to be hitting you. Then it may be a slap. You know what I'm saying? People that have anger issues like that, you really got to be careful, male or female, because some women are so angry and violent and be beating up men. Any abuse is not okay. Now, I tell that's number one. That's the biggest red flag of them all. If someone is being abusive or violent, you need to leave. There is nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. All right, here we go, Scorpio. Lex is in the building. What up, Lex? Rachel. Oh, Rochelle. I'm sorry, Rochelle. Rochelle's in the building. Scorpios. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the energies surrounding Scorpio and their ex person that they were connected to in love and romance that they're in no contact with? What has this person been up to since Scorpio has been gone? We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Eight of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Chariot. This person is really confused why you're not contacting them. Why are you not communicating with them? What was it about them that was so bad, so horrible to make you cut contact? They don't get it. They don't get it. As they begin to evaluate the situation for what it is, they start to think back on their behavior. They know that they were someone who was not easy to deal with. They acknowledge that with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And they regret. They regret not trying to do things the right way. With the Eight of Swords, you can tell this is someone that's definitely heavily in their head trying to figure out what the heck is going on here because according to them, you shouldn't have been silent for so long. It's not that big of a deal. They still have love for you. They still want this relationship with you. They still desire you, want you, but you're not letting them have access. And they don't understand. Some of you, this person has tried to contact you and you have not responded. Others of you have them blocked. It just makes them feel very sad. If they haven't reached out, they've been waiting to hear from you and they haven't. And that makes them sad as well. So, as they sit back and they reflect on their own behavior, their actions, what they've done in the connection, there is a little bit, tiny bit, Scorpio, of accountability occurring here. I will say this is someone who really is taking a small piece of accountability for their actions of how they mishandled you and the connection. And they don't want to be alone anymore. If this person was juggling others with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, they're willing to let go of anybody that's in the way. The Two of Pentacles can represent a lot of different things for many of you Scorpios watching. A lot of you, it was their protection mechanism, being guarded, pushing you away, finding other distractions to keep you from having access to the deepest and the most vulnerable parts of their heart. And as a result, some of them could have been more heavily focused on their career, their family, third parties, their friends. Other things were so much more important than this relationship. And as a result, guess what ended up happening? They lost you. And they're thinking about that. Like, you know what? I need to just drop whatever's messing this relationship up. Like I need to let it go. Yeah. I wanna go towards my happiness. And they're realizing that by pushing you away, by prioritizing other people, other things, they're not getting the type of happiness that they really truly feel like they need. You're their happiness. You're their peace. What is their intentions moving forward with Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They need to know where you stand. Until they have more information about where you stand, they're gonna sit back and assume the worst, that it may be over. And the longer they sit back, they're really hurting themselves because they feel lost without you, broken, alone, sad. So this is someone who's self-sabotaging their own happiness because they want you to make the effort or come towards them. And it's in my opinion very pathetic, just saying. Because if they really did love you and they really did want to be with you and they had some balls, they would do something about it. But they're terrified of rejection. Yeah, the fool in reverse. They feel like it's a big risk. It's so scary to go towards you right now. And it has a lot to do with them being just terrified. All right. Let's see, how do you feel, Scorpio? We have the Two of Wands, the Empress in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. You feel, very open to exploring other opportunities, but there is a part of you that is very much still attracted to this person. You just don't know if they want you back. You don't know if they care because they're not giving you any real indicators that they want you. So because they're acting like they don't care, you're like, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna just go out here and just go about my business because they're not really giving me any indicator they want to come back, Mika. And you don't want to argue, fight, chase, pressure point. It either is or it isn't. In your opinion, Scorpio, if they really want you, they'll come get you. If not, then they can leave. Either way, you're fine. So right now, I feel like a lot of you guys are more focused on moving forward to new connections because you just haven't really heard anything from this person. But a part of you still has a little bit of, passion and love or whatever for this person. Yeah, you still have an emotional soul tie attached to it, but you don't feel confident going back to this person because there's been a long period of nothing. And only God knows what they've been up to. That's what you feel like, Scorpio. So no, you're just not eager to just run right back into this person's arms. No, that's not a thing that you're into right now. So it feels like a stalemate situation for sure. That's what it kind of feels like. Your person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, and Capricorn. Let me know if it resonates. It could be any sign. That's the main energies that came through in the reading. Sagittarius is next. Any Sagittarius is here. Saggy Waggy. Got a few Sagittarius popping on into the chat. Sheila says spot on for Scorpio. There it is. Austin is still here. Melissa's here. Swagitarius, welcome to the Soul Tribe. Who's also here. Actually, you changed your name, actually, because you've been here for a while in my Soul Tribe. You just changed your name. Swagitarius. Got someone here from New Mexico. Bella's still here. Hey, girl. Y'all, my back is killing me. Sagittarius is Duchess with the Sagittarius gang too. Yeah, she is a Sagittarius. She was born like on 20 something of December. I forgot, like 23, 22, 21 of December. So yeah, she is a Sagittarius. And she love to run. Them little legs be gone, man. When she was a puppy, that's all she did was run. And if I open up that front door, she is out. Just like a Sagittarius. Y'all love to move. She be on the move. Here we go, Sagittarius. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has Sagittarius person been up to? The person that Sagittarius is in no contact with right now in this moment, since Sagittarius has been gone. We have the Fool. King of Swords. The Tower. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So this is someone who definitely wants to fix and repair the relationship with you, very motivated to do so. They want a fresh new start, a clean slate. let's just sweep everything under the rug, you know? Forget everything that happened. I know I was being a total ass. Just forget it. Forget about it. Forget about it. And they're doing this because they know they are the one that caused the breakup, the tower moment. This relationship was on fire, up in flames. Everything about the relationship was on fire, and they set the relationship on fire. You know, it's funny because you put this person in their place. You made them look at the man in the mirror or the woman and really think about the consequences of their actions. How dare they mishandle you, mishandle this connection, and think that you're going to sit around and keep entertaining the foolery? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Sagittarius left the building. And because of that, they're like, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. I get it. I get it. I was the problem. Is that why Sagittarius is gone? Let me think. Yeah, I was. I did do some foul stuff. Let's look at that. Let's look at that for just a second. What was the foul stuff this person is thinking about that they did to Sagittarius? Oh, Page of Pentacles. They breadcrumbed you. They gave you a half-ass relationship. Oh, okay. All right. Well, and I'm getting that this person was very intentional about that with the Ace of Swords. They were very intentional about breadcrumbing you, giving you very little and being okay with that. Why not? Hmm. Sagittarius ain't going nowhere. I got Sagittarius on lock. Sagittarius ain't going nowhere. I can give Sagittarius a breadcrumb, and Sagittarius ain't going nowhere until you did. Whoop, bloop, 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 bloop. Goodbye. And so now it's like, huh, what happened? What happened? You were so invested, Sagittarius. You were dematized. I had you on lock. You were just lost in the sauce, bouncing up and down on this G, penetrating on this P. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't because Local Poochie making me do it. Listen, how dare you reject my breadcrumb? Ooh, ouch. With the tower and the 10 of swords and the 2 of swords in reverse, because you're not unblocking them and because you're not letting them come back, It's like every time they reach out, they feel like you're just stabbing them. Ugh. Ugh. You're just killing them softly, man. Man, I love these cards. They're so pretty. 10 of Swords. So I think there's been multiple attempts for this person to try to get you to go back to being the Sagittarius you once were, and they keep getting rejected, and it's just like breaking them down more and more because they're trying to get you to unblock them, and they're trying to have access to you, and it's not feeling too good on their behalf. Yeah, and 8 of Swords, they're like going berserk. They're going insane. They're like, "What is going on? I don't understand this." I remember when Sagittarius was this way, that way, and the third. Why the hell is Sagittarius doing this to me? Why is Sagittarius doing this to me? Some of y'all, this person was talking to someone else behind your back, by the way, and that is another issue. That's a whole nother can of worms this person's thinking about. I shouldn't have chose to entertain this third party, and I should have chosen Sagittarius. But again, they were just so they feel like they were so important, and it doesn't matter what they do, you're not going nowhere. Like, they can lay it low and spread it wide, you know, and you'll be right there. "What? Hmm? Who?" 'Cause the Sagittarius on this channel don't play that. Just saying. Kimberly said there was a third party situation, and that's what I'm saying, like, this person's thinking about it all. They're like it's putting them in a very deep contemplative state about their actions, where they went wrong, what did I say, what did I do? You know, they're like going, playing it, run it. You know how like detectives have pictures and then they got it's like they're trying to figure out what the heck just happened to me, you know? Let me run the whole relationship back. All right. So what is this person's intentions moving forward, spirit? We have the lovers and we have the 6 of wands in the reverse with the 4 of cups in reverse. Oh my gosh, y'all. This person is still on their high horse. This person is still on their high horse, y'all. I don't know who this reading is for, but they are still being very delusional and really believing that no matter what, eventually you're going to drop your guard. You're eventually going to come around because you guys were meant to be the lovers, soulmates. Where are you going? Like this separation is only temporary. They intend to keep trying to get your attention and eventually you'll drop your guard. Now, some of you probably will. Let's see. Let's see. How does Sagittarius feel about this situation? We have the Queen of Pentacles, then we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so let me tell you something, and I should probably pop some of you Sagittarius through this phone. Pow, pow, pow. You know who you are. Some of you guys are going to be like, okay, Mika, I know, I know I'm not supposed to be talking to this person or whatever, but I mean, what if like I like give them like a little bit of boundaries and just like take it slow to just kind of have a conversation and just kind of see like where his head or her head is at. This is a lot, Mika. I know it's wrong. I don't even really want to do this. With the strength and the 7 of wands in the reverse underneath the deck. I really don't wanna open up to this person because I know what they're capable of. But the flesh is weak, the flesh is weak. Woo, the flesh is weak. Some of y'all just doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Sagittarius, some of you guys are going to entertain it. Others of you are gonna go about your business. You will be tempted by old buddy, old pal, old girl, old gal. And you gonna be like, "The flesh is weak." Um, just so you know, with the 5 of Pentacles, it's not gonna serve you in the long run. I think you're gonna feel empty after whatever this is. You're gonna feel empty. Some of y'all may hit it and quit it. Some of y'all may talk to them. After a while, you're gonna be like, "Oh, same song and dance. This ain't hitting on nothing." Others of you are gonna just let it go because even though this is hard to break, this is a very hard cycle to break. You're gonna tell yourself, "I gotta just stay strong. I gotta stay strong. I gotta keep pressing on. I gotta stay strong. I gotta keep pressing on. Lord, give me strength. Lord, Lord." Love you, Sagittarius. That's your reading. Your person could be a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini, a Leo, Sagittarius, like yourself. Sagittarius could have did this to you. Aries. All right. That's what I got. Could be any sign though. That's the main energies. All right. Capricorns are next. Locapucci says on point. Daisy says to my Sagittariuses, I apologize. Mika's right about me. G says, Lord, give me strength, please. Lord. I wasn't lying. I feel it. I feel it deep in the depths of your soul. The flesh is weak, but it's gonna be okay. You'll be all right. Let's pray about it. Capricorn, cap in the corn. It's that time. Mela says, I pray every night that that ninja stays the F away from me. I know that's right, girl. It's hard though, you know. I get it. When you really like a person and they just can't do right by you and you have a lot of love for them, but they just can't get their crap together, it is hard to separate, move on, and break free. It just is. Like, I get it, Saggy. I understand, but it doesn't serve you. It's not healthy. And you got to move forward. Gots to move forward. Gots to do better than that. Let's do it, Capricorn. The goats. I can't stand you, Austin. Austin talking about just one more round. No, just say no. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. The flesh is weak. Just say no. I can't stand y'all Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius, man. Y'all a mess. All right, here we go, Capricorns. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has Capricorn's person been up to since Capricorn has been gone? The person that Capricorn is in no contact with right now in this moment. All right, Capricorn. We have the hangman in the reverse. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, the Tower in the reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Star in the reverse. This is someone who doesn't want to give up on you, on the relationship or connection, but they're really kind of experiencing a little trouble in paradise. Okay. And this is also someone at the same time that doesn't want to be alone. So they could have been exploring their options. Is what you don't know since you've been gone. They've been trying to find someone else to be with, another connection, another opportunity. And whatever opportunities they've been looking at, they just aren't a good fit. They just aren't it. So here they go, thinking about you, wanting to pick up where they left off with you with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Now, with this combination and energy that I'm picking up from this person, they don't plan to offer you much. And maybe in the past, this is someone who has a lot of hopes and dreams. I'm getting like a dreamer. I'm getting someone that really comes up with a lot of great ideas of what they plan to accomplish in the relationship. But then it's like they never really follow through. And this has probably been the biggest disappointment of the entire connection of it all. One thing I will say about this person is they've been busy. Okay. They've been busy. This is not someone that's been sitting around eager to contact you, eager to come towards you because they've been trying to find a replacement for you. They've been trying to find another person that can benefit them, that can support them. They're a page. They don't have much to offer anybody. And so as a result, because they have no real potential to manifest what they're saying that they can manifest, people are not interested. Rejection after rejection, push away after push away, because no one is going to accept this small offer. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you and this person have history. You and them have been together for a long time. You guys could have been in a long-term relationship, a marriage, just boyfriend and girlfriend, or a situation from some of y'all, a raggedy situationship, whatever. Y'all know I don't do situations. We don't do situationships on this channel. But whatever. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the truth. All right. Welcome to the raw and the real. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. I wouldn't hold my breath that this person is going to give you more than what you've seen before. What you don't realize is while they've been busy with these other opportunities, they've been low key waiting to hear from you. So while you've been probably waiting to hear from them, they've been waiting to hear from you because you are the more supporter of the relationship. You are the more provider. You are the more masculine, no matter the gender, male or female. And so, because you've provided more of a comfortable experience, no matter if this person did you wrong, they're like, well, I know that I probably failed at this relationship with Capricorn, but if Capricorn still wants another go round, they'll contact me. But in the interim, let me just see what I can find out on the other side. Let me see if the grass is greener over here. They were disappointed. They were disappointed that you didn't reach out to reconcile. Okay. There has been a period of no contact, obviously, here. And they've been holding on to the idea that maybe one day you will contact them. So even though you haven't heard from them, it keeps talking about this person thinking of the day you will reach out to them. It's right here. So what are their intentions now? Four of Wands, Devil in reverse, the Five of Pentacles. They're going to play victim. This is someone like, poor me, I can't believe Capricorn did this to me. How could Capricorn kick me out of the house, push this marriage away, push me away, push this relationship? Like, it's all your fault. And they refuse to step away from that idea. What makes this person feel validated and important in this connection with you is when they feel like they're in control. So, because you have stood in your power now and gained control of this situation, they're the victim because they like to feel like they got you providing for them. They got you doing for them. They got you in check. So, when you're not in check and they can't get by giving you breadcrumbs and you make them feel comfortable, poor them. You've left them broke. You left them broken. You left them without. You're neglecting me. You're abandoning me. It's your fault, Capricorn. No matter what I've done, you were always supposed to be there. You see how this works? So they want to see you be the one to communicate to them. They intend to wait on the communication from you. Some of them may reach out eventually, but it's not gonna be a rush on that because this is someone that feels like the victim. They feel like you have caused them the pain. You have caused the breakup. So if you want me and you wanna fix this, you will. Now listen, I know a lot of you Capricorns are hearing this and saying they're the problem, and I can see it. I can see why you pushed them away. They were breadcrumbing you. They weren't giving you a fair relationship. But the problem is they got so comfortable and content with that type of treatment, they feel entitled to it now. They feel they're spoiled. That's what it is. They're spoiled. And it's like a kid throwing a temper tantrum. And that's what it is. And this is one of those relationships. You're here and they're here. So you were trying to get someone who was a page, very immature, to rise up and be a king or be a queen, and they're not there. This is someone that's way beneath you, and it caused you frustration. So how does Capricorn feel about this person? We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, and then we have the Hermit with the 5 of Cups. You're really just processing this entire thing and processing this loss of the relationship, what went wrong. And you're really just working on yourself and your goals and your future. I feel like ultimately, you're not really having much luck in your love life for a lot of you. So in the back of your mind, you just kind of feel like maybe I need to lean into just continue to working on me. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone away from this person, I think there's a part of you that really just really wants love, but just kind of feels like it's hard to establish a loving, committed relationship when you still can't help but think about this past person. So, this is a healing experience that a lot of you guys still are not totally healed from. And you just feel like you need a little bit more time to navigate through what just happened to you. And it's good that you're thinking and you're reflecting because this is a lesson about knowing your worth, honoring your value, putting standards and boundaries in place, and not letting up on that because people will take advantage if you let them, for sure. All right. Your person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, a lot of water, a lot of earth. Also got Aquarius, Libra. All right. Let me know if it resonates. Sheila says, spot on, Mika, 100%. Hang in there, Capricorns. Keisha says, yes, you got this, Capricorns. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Stay strong. Stay strong. All right, let's do this, Aquarius. D Love says, definitely resonates. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Daisy says, yes, Miss Mika, the truth. I heard that. I am, y'all. I really am. I really am definitely spiritually gifted. And as y'all saw, this is proof. I just opened this deck before I went live, and y'all see I'm still hitting the messages. So this is not no fake tarot reader on YouTube. This is someone who actually has a spiritual gift. Because I'm not just reading the cards, I'm also getting downloads. So thank you guys for those that are subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed. And thank you to those who are liking the video if you haven't hit liked. Go ahead and hit subscribe, like the video, show your girls some love. And do know I offer personal readings at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, for those that need a personal reading with me. I would love to connect with you. Thank you all so much for being here. Keisha says, Mika, when you're reading the Aquarius reading, you're starting off with the most beautiful music of a violin, and then you go in for the kill. I love it. You already know it, girl. It's that Aquarius. It's that Aquarius. You just never know. You never know what you're gonna get, man. You never. Linda says, "Hello, everyone. This reading definitely helps. Great. I'm so glad it helped you. Thank you for being here, Miss Linda. Thank you." And thank you to our amazing mods. Once again, thank you, Mama Lisa, for being such a support for the channel. If you guys are new here, you may have noticed we have this beautiful soul by the name of Lisa, who's been giving you guys shout outs, saying hello, giving her commentary, answering questions. She's one of my favorite mods on the channel. She's been with us for a very long time. So if you guys can take a second to just show her some love and put a red heart into the chat to let her know how much you love and appreciate her, because like I say, here on this channel, we're about uplifting the collective. We're about supporting each other, healing each other, informing each other, and letting everybody know that we are in this thing together. Okay? This thing called life is difficult, especially love. So, yes, thank you, Mama Lisa, for all you do. I do it every single look. Girl, every single video I say thank you, but I really do thank you because some people are just not going to be on every live talking about Hello, so and so. Hello, so and so. Hello. Like Mika's video. If you want to book a reading with Mika, everybody's not going to do it. So the fact that she is volunteering her time and her energy to make everybody feel loved, seen, and welcomed, it's so sweet. It really is very kind. And I just want you to know that we see you too. Thank you so much, Mama Lisa, for all you do for the channel. Let's do this, Aquarius. Look at all them hearts. Woo! Phoenix Rising gave you a lot of hearts. And it's like, thank you, Lisa. That's so sweet. I appreciate you too, Lisa. Daisy said, this is my therapy. It's been helping me in my journey. The advice is always genuine. Thank you, Mika. You're welcome, Daisy. You're very welcome. All right, here we go, Aquarius. For real this time. Here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has Aquarius's person been up to since Aquarius has been gone? The person that Aquarius is in no contact with right now in this moment. All right, Aquarius. We have the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who is harnessing a lot of love and emotion for you, Aquarius. It is genuine love. I will tell you that. Okay. However, deep down, this person, is thinking about the day where they pushed you away and didn't follow through on giving you a stable, long term committed relationship. They were running from connection, something serious during that time. I'm also getting like someone that gets very jealous easy as well, or may feel like they're in some kind of competition with you. I don't know. It's something about this reading. This person's energy is very guarded. So this could be like a very quiet, mysterious person for some of you. You just can't figure them out. Yeah, I think the problem is they don't know what they want. With the Hierophant to the Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands, they don't know if they want to give up on this. And that's what I'm getting. It's like they love you, but they don't know if they want to fix this and commit to you, or do they want to just let it go? The emotions is there, but there's no action to back up how they really feel because they're really thinking about, is it really worth taking the action? I hope that makes sense. This can definitely be someone who's used to like being in and out of your life with the Knight of Cups in reverse. And I think it has a lot to do with this person just not being totally ready for the thing you're ready for, because there's a part of them that has other things going on in their life that they think about would require some type of sacrifice that they're not ready to sacrifice. And that is a secret of theirs. So that's why it's really very hard for this person to be upfront and honest about their true honest feelings and intentions with you because it has a lot to do with they don't want to lose you, but they just kind of need a little bit more time, I guess, to figure out what they want. And they also need to know, is it worth the sacrifice? It's a very complex energy because we have someone that is recognizing they're causing themselves their own pain by staying away from you. But then there's this other part of their life that they're like, is also important. And they wish they can have the best of both worlds. I wish I can have the life that I have without Aquarius in it, and I can have the life that I have with Aquarius in it. Let's see what that other life looks like. Because I don't get it. I don't get what this person is talking about. What does the other life look like for Aquarius? That they're holding on so dearly. That's so important. Justice in reverse, and Six of Cups in the reverse, and Seven of Cups in reverse with the Three of Wands. This is someone who feels like eventually things may not work out with you, and they may have to consider keeping other options available to them in the interim, just in case things don't work out with you. So if they can have it their way, they would still have another opportunity or options available to lean on while still having the love and the benefits of being with you. This is someone that may be open to like relationships that involve, what is it? Open relationships, polygamy, those types of people that just feel like they got to have multiple options. Some of you guys may have heard this person bring it up or may have asked you, "Could we have a third wheel?" Or you may have found out anytime you guys would break up that they're dating other people, something like that. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. They do definitely want to establish a new opportunity with you. It's about opportunity for them, by the way, with this Ace of Pentacles. And your connection was intended to be another opportunity. It wasn't intended for them to fall in love. That's the thing. They weren't intending to fall in love. They were just intending to have an opportunity to benefit with whatever they can get while still having other opportunities to benefit from. Y'all get what I'm saying? And that made you feel like, well, what are we? What are we doing? Why are you not wanting to marry me? Why aren't you wanting to settle down? Why are we not establishing anything substantial, long term, and real? Well, it's because they don't want to have to lose that other life, that other part of them that creates other opportunities. It makes them feel helpless or limited or trapped or stuck. So it's all what benefits them. They're very selfish, by the way. So think about this, Aquarius. When they were with you, it was like a relationship that was founded on the principle of, let me see what Aquarius can do for me, and then I'll do very little for Aquarius. Because really, I'm not in it for love. I'm just in it for benefits. And with the Knight of Swords underneath the deck, I feel like this person, when you were like trying to hold them accountable, call them out, or say something about their behavior, they would run off. They would leave. They would cut you off or they would threaten to leave. But what you don't realize, Aquarius, is that it was never about love for you. It was about benefits for you, from you, excuse me, benefits from you. What is this person's intentions moving forward? Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Temperance. They plan to continue to string you along. They don't plan to commit. I'm gonna be honest. They plan to continue to string you along if you let them. Same story, same tune, okay? They're not gonna do right by you. If you are in a relationship with them, they'll still be playing the field and all that other stuff behind your back. All right. How does Aquarius feel about this person? We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. I think you're healing. A lot of you guys, Aquariuses, have been very hurt by this person because you felt alone. You felt pushed away. You felt neglected and abandoned. And when you needed this person the most, they weren't there. They kind of just ignored you. And that's not a fair relationship. That's not what it's supposed to feel like. So, on the emotional side of things, I feel like you feel hurt and you feel used, and you're looking at the situation for what it is, that this is someone that sold you a dream. 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse can represent illusions, false hopes, false dreams, telling you they wanted a marriage or a relationship or something long term, but then they just kept you strung along with options. With the King of Swords underneath the deck, I feel like a lot of you Aquarius is watching this reading. You know the truth now. It's a big pill to swallow. It sucks to know that this person played you, but that's what it is. Yeah, they played you with lies, manipulation. They manipulated you. And I think for a lot of Aquariuses, that is where you draw the line in the sand and say, absolutely not. You're not going to play me. You're not going to use me. You're not going to, do all these things to me. And as long as you let this go on, Aquarius, they will keep doing this sick and twisted game with you as long as you allow it. All right. It's their standard with the Hierophant. It's who they are. This is who they're ingrained to be. This person may have some issues. This is what they believe. This is how they go about things. It's like I said, it can be into open relationships, polyamory, having their cake in it too. Like there's nothing you can say or do to convince them to change their ways. This is deeply ingrained in who they are, unfortunately. This person can be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Can be anybody. That's the main energies. Let me know if it resonates, Aquarius. We got Pisces next. Now, of course, an Aquarius could have done this to you if you're a cross watcher. Just take it as it resonates. Gloria says, yeah, they need to keep their options. You've been needing other options too. The door is wide open for you. I heard that. She said she ready for some other options herself. All right. Allison says spot on for her for the aqua read. Sorry you went through that, Aquarius. Sending you guys big hugs. If this is your story, a lot of you Aquariuses are deeply impacted by this experience on a deep emotional level. And let me just say, it's just a season, big lesson, big karmic lesson. But it's time to just dust it off, move forward, and go about your business. I think you all know that there is always better options out there. Just may take a while to move on from this one, but you'll be okay. Before you guys go, don't forget to like the video, show your girl some love and support. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. We're heading off to do the last and final sign of this video. But save this video, come back if you missed any portion of this live, because we will have every single portion of the reading time stamped for your convenience. And of course, if you need to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign and you don't know what that is, there is a link down in the description box below for you to look that up, because I do encourage you to check all of that out. And I leave you with Pisces. Let's do it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What has Pisces person been up to since Pisces has been gone? The person that Pisces is currently in no contact with right now in this moment. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles. This is someone who definitely misses you, Pisces. They are definitely feeling like you and them do have great potential to establish a long term, committed, beautiful family relationship or marriage one day. They do know that there is things, decisions that have been made in the past that is not turning out in their favor if they were to come back. But they still want to give this relationship another chance. Now, with the Two of Pentacles to the Six of Cups, they're just not quite sure how you feel. It's a risk. It can either go their way or it can not go their way. Either way, they are definitely considering the pros and the cons. They're very intentional this time because they feel like if they need to reach out to apologize, they better also back up that apology with some type of effort. So I can tell this is someone who's thinking about the type of effort that they need to put forth in. But again, they're underneath the surface saying, what are the risks? Is there a risk? Is there reward? Will I sabotage myself by fixing this? They don't know. But they do feel drawn to come back. They've been giving you a little bit of time to see what you want to do with them. Like this is someone who's been silently sitting back, waiting to hear from you to see if you would reach out first. Because that'll give them a sense of confidence to know that you are still interested. But I don't think that's the case. I think you haven't really been making the effort to contact them. And they're beginning to worry. What is this person's intentions moving forward? We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Three of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse. If this is your story, this is definitely someone who has commitment issues. They definitely can be a player. This can be the type that's in and out of your life, and they don't really change that about themselves. But something is different about you compared to anybody else that they're with. They see potential in something long term. However, this is a very insecure man and a very insecure woman. So, no matter the gender, male or female. So, because they move with so much fear and insecurity, they really do feel like they need to make sure that they don't let up on having those windows of opportunities of third parties available to them. I know that seems very bizarre and wrong, but this is someone who likes to have options that benefit them. So if they can find you being beneficial, supportive, doing something to help them move their mission forward to make them feel comfortable and less insecure, then from there, they're like, okay, I'm going to lean more into Pisces. But here is the problem, Pisces. Something tells me that you begin to start noticing a one sided relationship that's going on here. And that one sided experience does not sit well with you. You're like, okay, I'm doing this for this person, Mika. I'm making these sacrifices. What am I getting out of the deal? Well, their energy, their time, according to them, their love, right? And you can't deal with that. So here you go, bringing it up. What's up? When are we going to switch things up? The problem is they don't want to. And then to add misery to this whole situation, when you start having the tough conversations and letting them know what you need, they run. They run. And you're like, what the heck? Well, they're running to something easier. In those moments, they feel like, hey, I'm here to get what I can get. You're supposed to stay in your lane. You're not giving me that. No problem. I'm out. I'm going to go find someone who can be healing and kind and sweet and loving and patient. If you're not going to give me that, I'm going to leave. They don't say that, but that's pretty much what's happening in their energy. Yeah. I'm going to go flirt, page of cups, date. This person can go on dates, dating apps, talking to other people behind your back. And then as punishment, they have you stressed, worried, trying to figure out, well, what's going on here? And then, of course, they lie and they come back and boom, cycle repeats. So this feels like this is an ongoing issue this person does in and out when they don't get their way. And they always come back because the love and the kindness and the sweetness that makes them feel like this has great potential to be something long term keeps them there, but yet they don't back it up with giving you that real experience, that commitment experience. I hope that makes sense. So they see the potential, but they don't want to act on it accordingly. So, how does Pisces feel about all this? How does Pisces feel about this person right now in this moment? We have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords. No, no, sorry. Take that back. We have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Swords in reverse. You know, this entire situation is overwhelming for you. It's very overwhelming, very exhausting, and you don't understand why this person operates this way. It just stresses you out to try to maintain the relationship to be consistent. Hey, Kendall, how you doing? And the more you stay in it, I'm going to be honest, it just feels like you may have made a bad choice, made a bad, created a bad dynamic with the wrong person. You even begin to ask yourself, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Like, what did I do? It's not you, Pisces. It's not you. It's this person. Like, they have deep seated issues going on within them that make them operate this type of way because the feelings are there and that's valid. They have feelings for you, but love is not enough. Like, you need to have someone that's going to treat you right. And I think you feel it too, Pisces. You're very intuitive. You feel like this is someone who's, has love for you. And you're right, they do. And I think you want to believe that they can really lean into that. That's only if they want to. And this person is running from it. They're running from this. So I think you're falling in love with the idea of what they can be versus the reality of who they are. And if this is your reading, I really want you to think about that. And hopefully it gives you the closure you need because I can tell a lot of you Pisces are kind of reaching the end of the road with this. You're not really interested in going back to this person or entertaining it. You're like, listen, I'm done with it. You just are really still harnessing a lot of pain and confusion and just want some clarity. Yeah, confusion, Ace of Swords in reverse. You can't make it up. It's like I'm psychic or something. You're very confused. Don't be. There's a lot of things about this person who you may think is not who they really are. So, all right, y'all. Your person could be a water sign like you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, fixed sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. They can be a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I got Sagittarius and Aries. All right. Could be any sign. That's the main energy coming through. A Pisces could have done this to you, of course. And that's the reading for today. Thank you to you all for hanging out with me. Thank you to all of you who sent my son a happy birthday. And thank you all for being patient with me as I navigate through tonight's reading. I hope you guys have a blessed 7-7 portal. Make sure that you guys definitely enjoy the rest of uh, this Mercury retrograde because it is heavy on a lot of us. So I'm being sarcastic. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you did enjoy this reading and you want to share your stories, do know that on this channel, I do reply back to every single comment. So don't hesitate to leave a comment down below and interact with us. And lastly, don't forget I do offer personal readings for those that asked earlier. You can find the link right here in the chat or in the pinned comment for every single reading. And my website is just like my name, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. All right. Thank you guys for your time. Good night, everyone. Thank you to Mama Lisa. Thank you to the Soul Tribe. And thank you for your energy. Good night, everyone. Bye.